So, in the aftermath of the battle, see carnage all before you, bodies on the ground, people dying, crying, crawling on the ground, dirt on their faces, and of course it's raining and the ground's all muddy, so it's hard to tell the difference between mud and blood here. The slain Minotaur is on the ground before you. He was a formidable opponent, and just as Zivro falls in battle, Thought goes to revive him at the last second. What remaining soldiers are left of the Crimson Covenant see their leader fall in battle, and they're routed at this point, and most of them are either throwing their arms down and throwing their hands up or running. And those that run receive a few swift arrows in the back, and those that give up are taken prisoner. As you guys survey the battlefield, you notice that Revere is making her way towards you. Revere, dear son, the leader of the elves. And she makes her way up to you and she says, "Well fought, friends. It was a decisive victory for Hobgoblin and
fucking exhausted and like fucked up. Like I didn't realize out of character that I had 2 death saving throws failed during that battle. So
yeah, I failed it up too.
It
Well, that
was-
was the first one I failed on this
it was
character.
very close. And I have 5 health now, so I look fucked.
yeah,
And I'm just like, hopefully it was worth it.
well, it appears that the enemy is in full retreat. I would say it doesn't look like they'll be coming back to our land anytime soon. That's a victory in my eyes.
We succeeded at the cost of
True. If you wish to meet with your men from your village, they are gathered nearby. You can make sure that they're all accounted for, if you so wish. And I must go and set up my soldiers and my healers and get some supplies moving. Could use this camp as a forward outpost in case they make any incursions back into the woods.
We need help chasing down the Striders.
I don't think they'll trouble the Rangers much. They are in a foreign land and outside of the lumber camp. They don't know how to find their way through the woods. And as she says, you can see the Gloomwood banner nearby, and you see some of your soldiers standing. Looks like they're all kind of gathered around in a circle. Can't really see what's in the circle, but some of them are kneeling. They're still a little ways off, so you can choose to go closer if you'd like, or not.
Go right now.
Is any I forgot, so I had that one cleric half-orc who was in Boom Tower. Did he come with us?
No, he was still in the
Still in Boom Tower, okay. Is there anybody from the Malarian, like, it's been a while, so I forgot.
I don't
Is there
think
anybody,
so. Maybe Jace might have been in the battle if he stuck around, but you didn't see him.
I will go find people who are under Boom Tower and such, and I'll go tend to their wounds.
Okay. Anyone else going with him?
Yeah.
As you get closer,
Yeah, Chris just sort of follows along at this point. He's like glowing
yeah.
after that battle. I mean, he looks like shit, but his personality is just glowing. He's clearly very happy. Yeah.
So you guys notice as you get closer to them, as I said, they're all gathered in a circle, and the banner that you picked up off the ground before, the Heavenwood banner, is planted in the ground next to something on the ground, and as you get closer, you notice that it's a body on the ground, and you see one of the Raker brothers, Tommy, He's kneeling on the ground and clutching his elder brother as you get closer. And your squire, Torl, is laying motionless. I don't know why I'm smiling. Torl lays motionless on the ground, bleeding from his hand and his side. And it appears that half of his left hand has been sliced off right from here.
Is there Squire?
Yep.
Big profession. I'm charging forward with the Healer's Kit.
Yeah, absolutely.
For thought.
And you can go ahead and start doing your stuff. You hear the brother, Tommy, saying, "First Timmy and now Torald. Vitara, hear my cry and spare him. Gods, please." He's crying and clutching his brother who's laying on the ground. You can go ahead and make a medicine check with your Healer's Kit if you can.
Natural 20, 22.
Nice. Alright, yeah, you are able to, you put your hand on his neck and you're able to tell that he clearly still has a pulse. He does appear to be bleeding pretty badly, but you know it's not mortal. And,
Reach on my belt, there's no potion there. I'm like, potion, stop, help.
I don't think I have any food.
Don't worry. I walk up and I lay my hand on him and I say, "You did well in the fight." And I cast Cure Wounds at him too.
nice, yeah, you do that and he opens his eyes and kind of sputters up a little bit of blood.
17 health.
Nice. And he goes, "What happened? My hand!" And he's kind of freaking out about his hand.
Hand is still missing.
Still missing half of his hand.
And this is the one that was carrying the standard, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously his brother looks overjoyed that he is alive.
Absolutely not. You did well.
Wow, it all happened so fast. One minute I was on my horse, and next thing I know, everyone's standing around me. We win? Is the battle over?
You won.
I was worried that I was not going to leave here alive. I thought once I fell off my horse, that was it.
You did good.
I did as you taught me. Didn't give up in the face of overwhelming odds.
Nice catch,
And it sort of gives you a very, like, half-hearted smile, but, like, he's clearly in pain.
I know what that's like. You take care of yourself. Yeah. You'll be right agreeing.
And as you are looking around at, as you're looking around at the soldiers, you notice two of the Gloomwood men are missing. Frank Royker and Metal Man are both missing.
Oh, no, Metal Man.
Not
Metal
metal.
Man.
No.
Yeah, you can't do this to us.
No, dude, hold on.
Minor intervention. Do it. No.
Yeah, my decision.
Yeah.
Where, yeah.
You're not gonna, like, say anything first, you're just gonna...
Okay, I'll go. Metal Man!
Well, I mean, like, you can ask the people around if they saw them.
Have you? I look around to the news. Be like, have you seen somebody in like full clad, like plate mail armor?
You mean Metal Man?
Yes, Metal Man.
Says one of the people from your village.
Yes,
Who knows-
Metal Man.
Who knows the person you're talking about?
Where have you seen it?
Last I saw him was in the cavalry charge. Now you mention it, that's the last time I saw Frank too. Yeah. We got all mixed up in there. I'm not really sure what happened to them.
Like outside the city gates.
No, the cavalry charge outside the... Well, this is not the city, but the camp, yeah.
Yeah.
Near the Western Hill. There's a lot of bodies over there, so... You can go look for them.
Jeez, Phantom Steve.
I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm
Over
going.
there.
We need to find whoever. I look at Amo and Carl. Like, you guys knew the villagers more than I. I was there for a brief time.
already, but we can search.
You should search who's there. Also, I'm wondering if with our help to the elves, maybe they will help this village of Blue Tower with their loss. Maybe give some supplies and such. So we can talk about that.
I'm gonna summon my owl
Okay.
and have him scout ahead with instructions to notify me of the location of any survivors.
Okay. Yeah. Well, your owl goes ahead and starts flying, and it can't kind of communicate back to you, or
Yeah.
you can. Okay.
Telepathic communication goes both ways.
Okay. Yeah, it lets you know that there's a lot of survivors near the Western Hill. There's a lot of people kind of like, there's elves and humans and hobgoblins kind of like picking through the Crimson Covenants and killing any that are still alive, like getting them out of their misery. But there are also some elves, humans, and hobgoblins on your side too that are alive but wounded. It's kind of hard to tell from up there. We could go closer and check it out.
Yeah. Let me go closer.
Okay. And are all y'all going, or?
I mean, yeah, I'm going out to search for Metal Man.
I'm gonna call it the Great and say, I'm gonna need your help, buddy.
Okay, so y'all can make some perception checks.
What'd you say?
Y'all can make perception checks.
As we go, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to clean us all up.
Okay.
Yeah, just one at a time.
Sure.
Give us a little hose down.
Yeah. Magic goes down. 9.
Nothing.
Yeah, pretty bad.
22.
22. Alright. Well, you
What's
see
your L5C?
a large plate mail clad figure who appears to kind of be sitting, cradling a body.
Encouraging.
Okay,
Zoom in.
as you approach and as you call out Metal Man, he turns and looks at you. And he does not look very happy. He looks very somber. Not the usual demeanor that you have come to expect out of Metal Man. And as you get closer to him, you hear him kind of softly at first, but says pretty softly, "His death is upon my head, friends. He saw me fall in the cavalry charge and came to my aid, jumping from his own horse."
His death is upon you, and all of these are. Do not carry the weight of the death.
He came to my aid. He saw me fall. He would not have gotten off his horse if I hadn't fallen.
Is Metal Man talking?
Yeah.
Good shit.
Holy shit.
First time you ever heard Metal Man say anything besides, I'm Metal Man.
Do any of you comment on that?
I'm like, you speak more than just say I'm Metal Man?
I can speak, although I haven't spoken much in the past 20 years.
Why?
I got hit in the head pretty hard, and the same happened during this battle. Something just clicked. During the fighting, I took a mace blow to the head, and sure enough, he shows you his helmet, and he's got a huge dent in his helmet. What's that?
Sorry.
And yeah, it just feels like everything makes sense now. I felt like everything had been blurry for years, as if I was not really in control of my actions and my words. Suddenly, everything's coming back to me.
You still retained the, will to be a valiant hero, and also the ability to make something fine metal. It's
Can you take a look at who is in some?
Frank Breaker.
Take a look at Frank.
check if he's alive.
They can make a medicine check.
Yeah, really bad. I think that's only a 9.
With a 9, you see he's got some pretty large wounds. He's bleeding heavily.
Can I see if he's alive? Can I tell if he's alive or dead?
He doesn't appear alive.
I put a level 2 to cure wounds just to see if he doesn't.
You go to do it, and you feel as if nothing happens.
dead.
Frank was a good man, says Metal. He will be missed greatly.
Be sure to bring him back to the village.
I'll make sure his body is returned and his remains are properly buried.
I don't know. There might be something I can do, but I don't know.
Right now we need carts.
Yes. Before you go, return to the others from Gloomwood. I would speak with you in private, all of you.
I kind of look around. Alright, 10 minutes. I start casting virtual, get out some components of my. Get a small crystal bead, like draw a big circle in the ground, and like spend 10 minutes and make leave on spending that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You guys step in there with Metal Man and the corpse of Frank, because he doesn't really seem willing to drop him.
Yep.
And as you step in, Metal Man. First of all, I should mention, when you look at Metal Man, you see someone who looks in their prime, young, probably late 20s, maybe just about 30. So keep that in mind.
He's very, very fit.
Yeah, he just is a youthful, fit, jacked guy who's also a good smith.
Oh no! Oh shit.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So he's totally a dragon.
So yeah, he says to you,
Okay,
you
just
know,
play that.
I used to be a traveling smith, traveling master. I would roam around the lands and teach those I deemed worthy my trade. And I was damn good at it too.
I was over the dragon's name.
And of course, one day I came to the town of Blue Tower, where I met an apprentice. And as I began teaching him, he had an accident one day in the forge. An improper strike ended up striking me in the head. Put me in the state that you previously knew me in. But
Well, it's a good thing that you're better now. So you can start talking to villagers.
yes, well, about that. Coming back into my full capabilities has made me remember some things I had forgotten before. And I'm not exactly who I appear to be. Though I would not tell most people this. I believe you've already encountered a few of my brothers.
I think we've been searching for you actually for about 2 days. When was about? That just happened. When were we in the island? Was it 2 days?
Like,
Something like that.
2 days. I think this is the fastest we've ever found you when we were searching.
Yeah, we were looking for Martyrs. Or
Yeah, Marchers.
Are you my tourists?
we were looking
Some
for
know me by
Martyrs.
that name. Though I prefer to remain in my human form. I believe it unfair to fight in the form of a dragon.
Just by you anyway.
This guy probably heard tales of him slaying that ancient green dragon.
Well, in fact, I was here when it happened.
I thought that was that one.
No, he was in the Gloomwood people were in that.
Oh. Yes. So if there's anybody who could stand toe to toe with your kind, this guy here.
Well, as honorable a fighter as you are, it brings me no joy to learn of the death of my close relatives. Though twisted they are still family to me in a distant sort of way. But
Nobody likes
they were sick and depraved, and of course, they fought for unjust causes with greed and selfishness. I suppose they didn't deserve to live.
They fought to an honorable death, at least.
Not much can be said. I believe I will continue to bide my time in Moon Tower, and if you should ever have need of me, you will know where to find me. I wish for you not to tell others of my true identity.
Yeah, would anybody believe us?
Probably not. Though I know Kramos and and yeah, that head injury was.
The other
I
guy.
just forgot my other brother's name.
It's all coming back to you. Take it easy there, big guy.
Yeah, oof. Kramos and is grown. He's grown.
He's grown, yeah.
I know they've
Yep,
been.
he's grown.
I know they've been looking for me for some time. It would be okay if they knew, but no one else should know.
What do you think?
You want a little family reunion there on the opposite.
They are.
I fear that it will not be the kind of family reunion I had hoped for.
Marturus, you know where Valerian is, right?
I was there the day that he left.
You know that he's trapped.
I was always of the mind that we should go in to save him, but we always did what Ysgron said. Ysgron thought it too dangerous, and we always respected his wisdom. Though sometimes I think Kramos was the more wise one. But alas, Ysgron is the eldest, and we've always done what he said.
And you trade that again, right?
Well,
Red's wiser now, too.
I have no doubt I gained great wisdom studying from my brother.
Well,
Even by being in his presence, all of us grow wiser. But it seems that you have other tasks you must attend to.
Some unfinished business, you could say.
Yes, I will do what I can to prepare for the coming of Amethius if ever he should make it into our material realm.
That's something that Valerian definitely he fights him all the time there. And I saw him. I hope that day doesn't come.
I too do not wish to see that. Although if anyone can stop Amethius from returning, it would be Valerian. His fury is great, and his wrath is even greater.
As with the strong storms, I kind of hold out my fist when I say strong storms.
You see, that sort of brings a smile to his face.
Good to see you back, Marcus. Before we go, let's get one more. Yeah, for the record.
I'm middleman!
You always be metalman in our hearts.
Now, please don't ever ask me.
alright. I think we have other things to see too.
I will ensure that the Gloom Tower troops make it back home safely.
Thank you.
Keep a close eye on the ball.
I shall. He is very brave. He's got the fighting spirit. And with that, he slowly pulls the cheeseburger out and starts eating.
I walk out of the tiny hut and it dissipates.
Everyone else comes into existence right there.
Well, that's kind of gathered around. Well, we've saved the Gloomwood and Gloom Tower, driven off the Crimson Covenant. What should we do now? Should we finish what we actually came here to do?
This isn't over yet.
Give me a second. And I check back with the homunculus.
I awkwardly look around, like, oh yeah, I forgot about this.
I thought you
So you're trying to check up on the Silverkins?
Yeah.
Or was it with the Silverkins or just in the city?
It's in the city.
Okay. So I see that. Well, do you want me to tell you stuff out loud, or do you want to know it in private? Nothing crazy, but I just remember last time I sort of told you stuff here. Kept it to yourself.
Yeah, a couple things.
So do you want me to say it out loud, or we can go in another room if you want?
Yeah, let's
Go for it. Yeah, I'll get some drinks. You guys can close the door for one.
Please,
Your room? Yeah, just go to my room. Yeah.
Wow, D&D Beyond sucks so bad it won't even download itself off of the App Store.
What?
And this is the second day I've
Do
tried.
you need to log in my Wi-Fi?
I am.
You should. Yeah, bullshit.
By the way,
for it?
I've had learned already.
Oh, really? How much?
Yeah, so normally they're $330. I got this with a Fred Meyer rewards card for like $275 or something.
We've had it, bro.
Yeah. The pros are over 600.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's and the ones that came out this year, the 6th gens, they are compatible with Apple Pencil now too.
Hey, did you already pay for D&D Beyond?
No.
I was gonna say if you did.
Barney, I'm just tiring you out. Although I somehow think that's not. She's like, no, let me add it. I have to get that now.
She will not tire out. If you tire her out, I would get it.
This is so goddamn entertaining. I love kitties.
Alright.
In fact, I would trade every goddamn.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back.
When I come back,
You can also stop this if you want, since we're not at that one anymore. Assuming you guys are doing something else.
yeah. I come back and say, well, it looks like things have not improved. Thought we definitely need to do something about that, but I'm afraid that any change from outside is going to cause more problems than that we can really deal with ourselves.
What makes you say that?
There's a lot of unrest, and humans have a pretty strong foothold, especially the ones that hate non-humans, and they're being backed in a discretionary way by the Silverkins and the Red Shields. We don't really have one yet. Like, we could fight a civil war. That's an option. It's not really what I would recommend.
Well, maybe we should talk to the prince about this, see what they want. But their house is taken. The people I love and respected there are not human. They are, I don't know how to have checked in on them. Can't just let this happen.
I assume Giant's business here.
I don't know.
I can find out.
You're gonna scry on.
Yeah.
Hawkswift again.
I could scry.
Remember what happened last time?
No, I don't actually.
He's
remember.
He's taking his shit.
I'll probably scry on the guy, the leader of Giant's Fist.
Cool.
Little?
Yeah, Sir Little.
Ernest Little.
I do have a scrying crystal, but I don't know if I have a use on that today or not. The both night.
We haven't used it.
Sure.
Can I just do that right now?
Yeah, sure.
Scry on Sir Little.
Yeah, so does he know of your scrying?
He knows I'm a cleric. I'm a Valerian.
But does he realize that he's being scribed?
That is up to DM interpretation, I think, because there is technically a saving throw if they're unwilling, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember we went through this exact.
It's kind of a.
It's up to you, man.
It's kind of the
I think there's just the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say when you scry people that they're generally aware something's going. They at least feel a
Feel like
presence
they're
is
being
watching.
watched.
Yeah. Like maybe it depends on how much they understand magic and
Yeah.
divine magic and things like that. Like who knows?
Yeah. So as you begin scrying him, you notice that he's talking with his court wizard, Adrith Ilmani, the Dark Elf, and sort of talking about possible plans. He knows that, of course, the prince is on his way back because Adrith has been using message to communicate with the prince. And so he's kind of saying, like, so how long until the prince returns? And Adrith is saying, I just spoke with him not one day past, and it appears that there is some sort of battle going on in Gloomwood, but it appears that the favor was definitely on the elves' side. And then sort of gets this weird look on his face, like he's looking around because he knows he's being watched. And he just says, "What's the matter, my lord?" He says, "I could have sworn somebody was watching." He says, "Perhaps best we not share any information." It's kind of changed the subject.
Then I will, seeing that it's not going to go anywhere, I will stop my scry.
Okay.
Relay that information. Sounds like they're expecting the prince, so things are hopefully okay still there. Where is the prince? He was in the battle, right?
Yeah, he stayed with the support group,
Okay.
so he wasn't like in the thick of things. You haven't sought him out yet, but it would have probably been pretty hard for him to die, especially with all his guards and stuff, and his good armor. And
Okay.
things like that.
By the way, I have it written here, Almon's necklace.
Yeah.
Did I give that back to you? Or here, if I did that.
Never get back to me.
I don't even remember what that was. I just had
It was his seal that was keeping him from turning into a demon, but he kind of figured that out himself.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think I also would have given
Got
you.
that.
It's here. I think I might have given it to you the back holding. I think I gave it back to you. Did you? I'm pretty sure I
I don't
did.
remember you. I just kind of showed up and like, let's go.
Or am I giving it to?
Is this character I'm holding you?
Here we go.
I'm holding in my pants?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, it is currently
What you have?
balls adjacent right
You have the back holding.
now in my pants. That's not even like a clever,
So, I say-
2000s joke. That's like a
I go. Oh.
Yes.
We haven't had much time to catch up. But I always appreciated you being the holder of this. Grizz, I believe you have something in between your nutsack and your leg that belongs on.
wipe some, like, get some flies away from it.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Clean it from clean it.
Yeah.
Right.
I went through a whole battle with those right,
Oh.
right there.
Yeah, I
so,
instantly like clean the shit out of it.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, this is good to have. Put it back on.
Oh.
Nice.
Like I don't. Can you give me a brief rundown of its contents because
I mean, it's the same stuff you wrote, except I think we converted
I mean,
the
we could have an in-game piece of parchment that actually just has the contents listed on it.
Oh,
no
yeah, I have
problem.
all
yeah.
its bag
I
in the
also
bag
have-
of holding.
Yes. You have 73 pounds of my stuff in the back that I could keep track of. Right here. You do it.
Scroll of protection from undead. Can I learn this stuff?
Is it a wizard spell? Is it a wizard spell? I mean,
We'll worry about that
It's
later.
probably a cleric spell.
Potion of the Storm Giant. That's good.
oh yeah, we still have one of those. Why do you say we? While you're looking it over, what do you say we go to the prince and maybe talk with this over with him? manage to make our way back to Blue Tower.
First, let me share my plan with you
Okay.
as we walk.
Good to have a plan.
It's good to have a plan. So, I told you guys how I managed to call my teacher to me with the spell tree. I think we should use it on the Silverkins.
How do we do
What does
this?
that do?
Yeah, what does it do?
What
What's the plan?
So, what I want to do is, I mentioned earlier that trying to, we could start a civil war essentially and fight another. It would probably be much longer than we just fought. Or we could try and change it from within. And to do that, we could give the Silverkins dreams of where the current path will take them. Show them a destroyed city, dead humans and non-humans alike, them, their heads on a spike, scare them into believing that this is not the right path. We consistently give them these dreams, then things may change without us needing to physically be there.
Can you also harm them this way?
Yes.
I think you can do psychic damage to them if they fail a saving throw and you appear as a nightmare.
Yeah.
Sounded nightmare.
So my other question is, do you have to be close to them?
Nope, same plane of existence.
Oh. Shit.
Just
I thought
spend
about this.
every bit of your power for the rest of your life meditating to just like harm people across the earth from you.
Holy shit.
Um,
Well, that sounds like a great idea. I mean, it's worth a shot.
So I can also cast this on another person.
Say what?
So I can cast this on another person. And
What do you mean?
so say we want to get both of them at the same time. I can cast this on Varlon. Varlon can appear in the brother's dreams as horrifying figure, death, whatever. And then I can cast it on myself. I don't have to concentrate on it. I can appear in the sister's dreams, get them both at the same time. You could even make the well, yes. We can show them anything we want. We control the spell. You control the scene.
I mean,
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
So, just want
Sorry,
to
Grace,
make a
we're
few
not
things
gonna fight
clear
you.
about this spell. You can either appear as yourself, the messenger, can either appear as himself or as basically a monster. If you appear as yourself, you can talk to the person, and if you appear as a monster, you can only say up to 10 words. But you can control the environment of the dream.
You can control the environment. So, the painting's worth 1,000 words.
Well, would your other self count as being yourself enough to deliver a whole message?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Saying could you make someone appear in the environment that would deliver a whole message longer than 10 minutes?
I don't believe so.
No. I was going to say, can you appear as your other self in the dream and still be able to give more
So-
than 10 word
Oh,
message? Because that is yourself.
can I
It says
appear
the,
as-
the messenger can also shape the environment of the dream, creating landscapes, objects, and other images. Does not say other people. So I think it's either you have to be like yourself or the monster.
Yeah. But corpses probably count as
I was actually just about to say, corpses.
Yeah.
Objects.
Also, I want you guys to know that like I plan to have some degree of control of what's shown to them in the dream. So like you can affect stuff, but you won't necessarily have like perfect control over the landscape. Like, you can say, like, I want the landscape to be Fondland, but there's, like, maybe certain dream characters that still appear to them that you can't change. As in, like, you know, maybe they'll see, like, a dead relative or something that might show up. Not that it will have a huge effect, but, like, there might be things from their mind that also manifest into a dream.
Okay. Alright.
So that won't, like, block any of the stuff you're trying to show, but it might just add stuff.
Okay. Cool. I'm down with that. Alright.
Yeah, let's do it.
So that's my thought. I don't know how many days this will take, but you can always check back when you look at this to see what effect we're having on the civilians.
I think in the meantime, while we're doing that, we could strengthen Bloom Tower, make it say a base for our operations.
See, we could spend time in the tower.
This might take a few days, maybe a few weeks. If we strengthen there, maybe talk to the prince about this. Could, I don't know, maybe if we, during this, kill 2 birds with one stone, gain some allies, people who are faithful to the Hawkswift.
You said Nick to reach out.
Also, I have thought about this ahead of time if you do want to do a agreement. I do have, like, stuff planned for that.
Cool. Yeah.
Alright, well, so Metal Man said he was going to take care of getting the Bloom Tower survivors. We should probably go maybe meet the prince and tell him about our plan and finish things up here in the Bloom Tower.
Sounds good. So if the prince is amenable to my plan? No.
It's true. Well, I hope that he doesn't either. If he does, that makes me question his rules, but it's any ruler who wants their own people's blood spilt on their crown is not really good. Because they are his people, regardless of what happens.
So y'all heading to see the prince?
Yep.
Yeah, you find him. He's fairly unscathed. Doesn't really look like he saw much fighting. His personal bodyguard, Sophie Little, the younger sister of Lord Little, appears pretty soaked in blood. It does not seem like she let anyone get anywhere close to the prince.
Real quick, totally unrelated. In our bag of holding, we have a cool helmet from the assassin.
Oh yeah.
Can that be like the helmet, the red eyes, where you can make your red eyes?
Well, there's actually a specific helmet. It's not like a specific magic helmet, but like I had a specific image of what it was. If you want it to be that, sure.
Well, I mean, it could look exactly like that.
Yeah, it could look exactly like that and have red eyes.
Yeah, make it glow red eyes.
It's essentially kind of like a really cool helmet mask combo type deal with eyeballs.
Is it cool enough that that Grizz would want to wear it?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably have to like have Metal Man make a few adjustments to it to make it fit. Your head's probably bigger than that guy's.
Is it like a really scary helmet? Is that what it was? It had like really red eyes.
It's pretty
Do you
intimidating.
remember the assassin that we took out?
That
was a while.
So I
That
used
was
suggestion to bring him
Farmland.
down.
That was a while ago.
Nearly one shot Barlin.
Yeah, that was. But then we wasted him after that. Right?
Yeah. You guys pooped all over him.
Yeah. I feel like
I made him come to
people
us.
attack us, and then the Avengers theme starts playing. We assemble, and we just like murder the fuck out of everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what
That's a basic plan. that you guys usually have. Let them get one good hit in and then be like, alright, your fun's in.
Cue heavy violence.
Anyways, so as you guys come in and see Sura, Sophie Little, and the prince, kind of looks like they're arguing, and the prince is like, I could have taken him. You wouldn't let me fight anyone. You always have to kill them before I get a chance to fight them. And she says, I'm only protecting you, my prince. It's like, well, I'm never going to learn how to fight if you always kill everyone that attacks me. And then he sees you and says, didn't see you coming.
Oh, is Bryn around anywhere?
As far as you know, last time you saw Bryn, I think he was in Fondlin.
We left Brayden Fondlin.
Fondlin?
I know him.
Brits are
No.
Well, you
Bryn
brought
was
him
on
to
Bryn.
Fondlin, and then
You're
you guys had to run out of the city because you were getting chased by like, the entire Red Shield garrison.
Oh, was he in Fondlin?
I don't think he was like. They don't know that he was involved in any way. I honestly had not thought about that until just now.
I thought we
He's on
left
the
in the
tower.
Gloom Tower.
Yeah, he's on. I
But
thought
he returned.
I think
I would say he probably returned.
I thought he was in the tower too.
Alright, we'll worry about it right now.
Yeah,
He's like the keeper of the
You need to
tower.
plan for it. It'll take too long.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Brits. I can't remember his name.
Anyways, it
Pretty
says
positive.
it's good that you are all alive and well after the battle. What news?
News.
Yes, what news? It appears you came to tell me something, to share
Right.
something with me.
Okay. So, you want to get your throne back.
Yes.
Did you have an idea? Or any plan for that?
You're saying that in a way such that you already have an idea, and I have a feeling that I'm not going to like it. Why don't you just tell me what it is? Let's get this over with.
I believe I can change the Silverkins from their dreams using magic and make them more amenable to your return, and also not treat non-humans like garbage, which is what I'm more concerned with.
How do you plan to do that?
I intend to give them nightmares. And show their demise if they continue on their current path.
So that is how we will take back the glorious city of Fondo.
Yeah, there's an old story
Nightmares.
about a man named Scrooge where he was also changed by dreams.
I've not heard this story.
Please
Nor
tell
do I
the
like
tale of this tale of Scrooge.
Lord Scrooge.
Lord Scrooge.
Lord Scrooge.
Please don't. I don't have the time.
Okay.
If you think this
Anyway.
will help, you're welcome to try. But I will not sit by for so long that my city becomes completely poisoned by the words of these Silverkins.
Well, it's a little late for that. You've already sat by too long.
Sat by, I was not able to leave.
Uh-huh.
I've been doing all that I can to return.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not my fault.
We did more.
But I will say that give me a few nights, and it will be much easier to go back home for you. And considering how long you've been away, a few nights shouldn't really be that long.
Out of respect that all of you have done for me, I'll give you a week. Any longer than that, and I plan to storm the city. I will not sit by and let this injustice sit.
Prince Hawkswift, I appreciate the week that you give us, but I must urge you that, as Amon says, civil war will do no good. You need to think about this. Do you want the blood of your people on the ground on the streets of Fondo?
A lot of my people is already in the streets of Florida.
I
The
believe
longer
a
I
week-
sit by and let this happen, the more people die every day.
I believe a week should be enough.
Alright.
Have you ever had nightmares overnight? I can tell you just as my time hidden beneath my inner self is no pleasant thing.
Alright. In the meantime, I was also thinking during when Amon was doing this, we try to communicate with allies and friends
That was my thinking as well.
and see who would be in support of us and if a battle is to
Just speak to Kramos.
that's a great ally in there
I
already.
believe we could definitely receive some help from the elves if we were to say the right things to them.
Better help us. I like to say something.
Well,
We saved their forest.
you did. I don't feel that they owe a great debt to Fondolin, but they do owe a great debt to Lord Ebenhard and Lord Axton.
Thondalin's problems quickly become problems of other folks if Thondalin remains unchecked.
It's very wise.
The anti-non-human, or the prejudice against non-humans lead over.
I don't believe it will be difficult to find allies. The question is, will we be able to do it soon enough?
It's always the question. Time.
But carry through this plan and let us hope for the best.
Lord Hawkswift has always been good work. It's important that we restore the rights of the rulers.
Better than the alternative.
We don't happen to have any like hair or anything on us.
Excuse me?
Hair clippings or nails.
The Silverkins, you mean?
I'm sorry?
The Silverkins, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, no. That'd be a little creepy.
Wait, do we have to do an infiltration mission?
We don't need to. It's not necessary.
Well, would it make it better?
But
Obviously. Don't you know anything about magic?
I'm imagining you guys going on this really complex stealth mission just to get the hair of them and then going through all this
so
work.
then we can
Like,
go
we could've
like
instead of
have
just
them
killing
at
them,
the- be like, got some
Wait.
hair.
Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go give them nightmares for weeks. I might know how we can do this, how we can get some hair. Now, we could do a really elaborate stealth mission. It could possibly get us killed.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Do Silverkins worship Thondalin? Or worship your god?
Valerian. Well,
Valerian, sorry.
do the Silverkin? Probably not. But
They don't.
I think you'd probably have to know more about them to know.
I'm going to tell you they don't.
They don't.
Based on the information now.
what I was going to say is I have a connection with the underworld of home. I could broker a deal.
Then they have to get it to us.
True, but it'll be easier for them to receive it, get it, and then through your birdie thing, they retrieve it.
You know who else has a familiar? Your buddy in the underworld.
The underworld?
In the underworld?
In the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Oh, he has a familiar.
Yeah.
That's
like
my
a-
character.
Oh shit. Yeah. So I can literally I will message or send him, broker a deal, and then we'll see if he can. He's pretty capable. Thieves Guild. They might be able to get that for us.
Right.
We have some money.
Resources.
Yeah, we have
Well,
money.
make something happen.
Let's do that. We will start anyway, and when we receive that will help. But we still need to start tonight.
All right. Well, let's. Besides, obviously, tending to some of the wounded that I can, probably make our way back to the tower unless anybody else
Yeah.
wants to do anything.
Grizz, bathe in the blood of your enemies.
No, already thoroughly baptized.
All right.
Alright, well, let's head to Gloom Tower then. So you guys spend an uneventful day of walking or riding phantom steeds if you so choose to Gloom Tower, and all of 20 people that live there cheer
Our valiant return.
cheer at your valiant return, except when the older Raker siblings see their maimed little brother. They're like, "We're supposed to keep him safe. What have you done to him?"
He's alive. He followed the hero. Told you all that the storm was coming.
We'll never be able to use that hand again.
Use the arm for a shield.
Hey.
It's a good thing we're all on the same page.
Whichever Raker child is that's definitely take a bag of like gold and just like pour it on their hand.
You
No,
think you're...
but I will say no. He'll never need you. He's that. You'll be well taken care
I made the mistake of trusting you once, but Torald is an adult now. And if he so chooses to follow you, so be it. I will never be happy about it.
of. We all make our own decisions. Who is this child? Probably not this child that's talking to you.
It's like close to 20. It's the eldest gray-haired child. I forget his name, but it begins with a T. No, it's not. Timmy's the twin that's still alive. Tommy's the twin that died.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
It's
Anyways, yeah, you guys are back at Gloom Tower.
Most of them are alive. We're doing
Most of them are alive. 2/3 of the ones that were with you are still alive. It's 66% definitely above average. Anyways, so you guys have reached Gloom Tower, and night is beginning to fall. And, there's a few lanterns lighting up outside of the tavern. But it's pretty quiet, a little windy, but overall a calm night. No more rain.
I have a question for you. Some of the wizard spells that affect an area say that, like, you know, you cast a spell every day for a year, it's permanent.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really have like years going by. It's only like a month or two. So is it possible for us?
What do you want to do?
Mordecai's private sanctum.
What will that accomplish?
It basically like makes the area magically secure.
And that normally takes a year of constant casting.
To make it permanent, yes.
Last one's not perfect.
Otherwise, it lasts 24 hours.
You can start casting it if you'd like.
Okay. Well, I'll do Mordecai's private sanctum.
Yeah. Maybe it will be less than a year, but it definitely will take more than a week or two.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go to the temple and pray to Larry. I assume, are we do we like long rest? Do we rest here?
Yeah, you guys are
It's like the next day, maybe.
messed up.
Well,
assuming
before
you're
we
gonna
rest
do the
up,
dream thing.
We're gonna do the dream thing.
Okay, so you're gonna.
So anything that you want to do before we do the dream thing, actually, it's just gonna be us.
Yeah, as you.
I also had the
I'm
idea
tapped out.
that you guys want to be there. You could be in the dream, but not affect it in any way, but sort of view what's happening,
Okay.
just to make it easy for you guys to be caught up.
Sounds good.
Grizz is generally checked out in most conversations he's present in, regardless, so not necessary.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can be there if you want in a sort of like ethereal form.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be like probably in like a meditative, you know, stand up while they're doing this, you know, stance of Malaria
I'm going to.
Malaria Temple.
Is there anybody else around besides us present at the tower itself that can write?
Probably someone. Yeah. I mean.
Sure, because I'm gonna have them write a letter to Kremos.
Okay.
My guy is definitely there. Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
I
definitely
figured
write.
you guys were gonna do that. So
Right. No, he can write for you.
Sure.
You can actually be writing that down now if you want, and hand it to me afterwards.
Alright.
So for Morning Cannon's private sanctum, the effects that I want are basically blocks any divination.
Okay.
And so it's kind of basically it would be like almost like the tower in the Strahd campaign,
Except for
for-
anti-magic.
except for not anti-magic. So they could divine on us while we're in there. You can't, like, those scrying things can show up in there.
Okay. Can you go ahead and cast that?
Yeah, I'll cast that.
Good stuff.
I could also make sound not pass through it and make the border of the area like dark
Whatever you like.
But I don't think we need to do that.
Cool.
It would be gloomy.
Yeah.
Didn't we rename the tower to something? I don't remember.
Oh no.
Yeah, because the town is called Gloom Tower, so it's really confusing to have a tower called Gloom
So
Tower.
I think we need to rename the tower to something stupid. Shooting tower.
Anyways.
Onion volcano.
Yeah, the Doom Tower, I think we called it.
The Doom Tower. Okay.
Okay, so I did that, and then you came back here.
Also, well, I'll do this on next screen. I'll let you know. I'm gonna do a word recall on my tower, on my temple.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a place that we can teleport to.
Oh, cool.
That's a good one.
How do you cast a spell to do that? Or you set up like a...
Yeah, you must designate a sanctuary by casting a spell within a location such as a temple, dedicated to or strongly linked to your deity. You attempt to cast a spell in a manner in an area that isn't dedicated to the spell's no effect. So, Temple Valerian.
So anytime you can teleport there?
It says you don't have 5 enemy creatures within 5 feet. You instantly teleport to previously designated sanctuary.
And that's permanent?
It's permanent. It's just that's the sanctuary. I have to basically
You have to cast the spell.
then teleport with you appear in the nearest occupied space in the spot you designated when you prepared your sanctuary. So yeah, I think I only get one sanctuary. But like my sanctuary will be.
But in order to get, like, say you're somewhere else, to get back, you just have to cast a spell.
Yep, it's an action. I could actually cast it in combat as an action for like man-to-man battle.
Nice.
It's like fun.
Cool.
You don't have to touch. It's just no, it is. It's within 5
It's not
feet.
gay if you're not touching it.
It is within 5 feet, so you do have to be within 5 feet. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Alright, so Dream.
Green.
Alright, so I'm going to cast it on you and I'm going to cast it on me.
Ooh, so, just so I know which... you're both doing it at the same time and going to one of each of their dreams? Gotcha.
Yeah, which one do you want?
Brother.
Alright,
And you're both going to appear monstrous or appear as yourselves?
Monstrous.
yeah, I'm going to pick one.
Question:
They know what we look like.
is there an ability check for you guys during this?
If
Because I could cast against ability.
there's no ability check, but there is a saving throw for them if they want to avoid the damage.
I can't really do anything.
So, okay. Yeah, we'll do green. And,
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll their saving throws now.
It's 3d6 if you go. Upon waking up. 7.
Pretty good.
Okay, cool. And let me just read it again. Sorry,
It's a long spell.
and I just want to read one part.
You looking at it?
Cool. So, I say let's start with the brother.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the basic idea for what I want to do here.
Okay.
I want him to see himself on the throne in Thunder. But everything's gone to shit. There's corpses everywhere in the big hall that we were in last time. There is like fire and blood, and you can see weapons scattered about the ground like a battlefield.
Okay.
And it looks like a battle that he has lost. And what he sees in the doorway as he sits upon this throne is a massive, shadowy form. You can't tell the difference between like it's a cloak or just a pure darkness, kind of listening out from behind it. But it does carry what appears to be a gigantic bow, and it basically looks right on him. And what he hears is all comes to ruin Think before choosing the rise of sin.
So you say that, and sort of looks at you, studies you,
Terrifying. You terrify him.
and while you're trying to appear as terrifying as possible, he seems to look at you, and he doesn't appear frightened. But what he does say is, "You're gonna have to try harder than that, Father. You wish to scare me."
Whoa.
Okay. That's fine. Okay.
So it does appear that he did pass his saving.
That's okay. It's
That his father might be disagreeing with him.
Yes. I'm like, pop out.
Would you like to do a history check?
Yes. Man.
Right?
That's
We
not-
all saw this.
Actually, I can knock this out.
Yes.
I'll do this. Twice.
Yeah, I mean, you can all do a history check.
Yeah, it sounded like this guy's got some daddy issues.
I have proficiency in history with a
20.
yeah,
21.
21 hit you.
I got 24.
Nice. This is juicy. Alright,
This
well,
guy was missing me, and I can help him.
you guys recall about the Lord Silverkin previous to Elry, his father. His name was Jaren. Jaren Silverkin.
Jared Silverkin, his father. Sure, that was a
Incredible.
well thought out name.
Yeah, and seem to recall that he was a close friend to Allard Hawkswift, and that he was the previous Lord Steward before his son. And you seem to remember, it was quite some time ago, probably about, I would say like 18 years, 20 years ago, probably, that there was kind of a big scandal, and he was murdered by a servant. It's one of the Silverkin servants, and it was it was a big surprise to everyone because he was really well liked, an all around pretty good guy, and he was good at his job.
Plot thickens.
Oh, it's thickening.
It's pretty thick.
Yeah.
Pretty
Not
thick
so
plot.
So it might be safe to assume that his children, or at least his son, got
Ooh, it smelled like poop. The cat farted.
Oh, she does that sometimes. Yeah, she farts.
Yeah.
What an animal.
one animal.
So yeah, you guys get some
Do
info
you
there.
think that the Silverkins orchestrated the murder of Jaren?
I think so.
It seems reasonable to think.
Are they? Is there? Are they like the lords of like
They're the lords of Silver Keep.
Silver Keep?
Yeah.
So there's no one above them.
They are like one of the great houses.
They inherited it after the death.
They're like behind the Hawkswifts, like probably the second most powerful house in the world.
Okay, but they're like the lords of their house. They're
Yeah.
there's no one.
They don't swear fealty to anyone besides the Hawkswifts.
Right, and their dad was the lord of the keep before.
Yeah.
They inherited it.
Right.
Sounds
That's
like
good to know.
for me, you have he's not really having a good relationship with his father.
Yeah.
With Jaren, who was killed by a servant.
Are we sure that Jaren did not fake his death? Unless this man
Is Jaren still alive? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
We don't know.
Unless Elry just talking to this apparition.
Maybe this is the first time his father has not visited him in his dreams.
And it's no doubt that this Elry is a powerful wizard. Clear that he would be familiar with the spell.
Is Elry Silverkin? He's a wizard.
He was
Was he? I thought he was like a diplomat or something, like a lord. Is he a wizard? Do we know that about him? The Silverkin guy.
I thought she was.
No, did we know? Do we know anything about? Did they have out of character? Did they?
I think you would recall that at some point he did turn invisible.
Okay. So we did see him cast a spell. That's it.
He seems familiar.
He
with
is
the spell.
capable of casting spells.
Can I kind of maybe do like an insight check to see if he like recognizes the spell?
Sure.
Would be action or con check.
It's reading his reaction.
Yeah.
21.
Oh, he recognized it.
Yes.
You get the feeling that he truly believed that to be his father. You're not necessarily sure if he knew that he was dreaming or not, but you do get the impression that he believed that to represent his father.
That's our children. I don't know.
Swear I'm the father. See what happens.
And does it work that way?
I think you have to know.
I think you have to have.
Hold on, let me look this up.
Or at least have
Maybe.
a vague idea.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there is some. Okay.
No, okay.
Okay, so you can see or hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane. Target must be Sudo.
I'm not perfect.
If the target knows you're casting a spell, it can fail and save throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. Let's go save. Okay, so the save.
So it's probably gonna fail.
Yeah, the save is if I have
You get +5 to the save.
yeah, second hand. You have heard of the target. That's +5. So
you have to pass a certain DC.
target must be
or was it
The
target?
target's DC, if the target gets +5 to their roll.
yeah. So you
So
get +5 to their wisdom saving throw. So if I try to scry, I have
Do you want to try?
I have my DC, which is now 17. And make a wisdom saving throw. So that would have +5 on top of that.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to try?
can I still try my crystal? My spraying crystal?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna try focusing on Jaren. It's like this name, what I've learned about him.
Sure. So what would your DC be?
My DC is 17.
But you get +5.
You get +5 on top of everything else.
Okay. You do not see anything.
Nothing.
And if you know the difference, he's dead with this.
I don't. I just got nothing.
Wise.
Yeah.
John, do you want to know the DC to pass the dream spell?
Sure.
It's 19.
Okay.
Because you rolled and you never said anything.
I guarantee you that one passed and one did not, regardless of what your DC was. I mean, not regardless, but I'm pretty sure that one passed and one definitely did not.
Pretty sure. Okay.
Well, regardless, this is definitely something we have to think about now.
Oh shit, I shouldn't have told you that one failed. Whatever. You would have found out anyways.
Alright. So, now I'm going to cast the spell over here.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to show the town, like the aftermath of the Civil War. And I'm going to show the brother's head on a spike in front of the castle.
Okay.
And his body just like mutilated both of the bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm gonna let this play out in a certain way where that will get to happen.
Okay.
But are you gonna say anything? Up to 10 words.
Ew. Instead of words.
Booga booga.
Booga booga.
Hey, it's all you.
Stupid dog, you made me look bad.
Is the Donalyn? So Donalin's a kingdom, right? So
Yes.
it's king.
No, it's not like an absolute monarchy, but that generally people defer to the king. And more technically, it's
Wait, so we
Lord
say it's the
Supreme.
king, not just the lord of someone with the king?
So no, you wouldn't say the king. You would say the Lord Supreme.
Lord.
Their version of
So what I want to do, I don't have the rhetoric to do it as succinctly as I want. To
Yeah, I
say
mean,
it.
tell me the idea you
But
want.
the idea I want to portray with my words is that you're not not only the right, basically not the rightful ruler
Yeah.
will lead to ruin kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so
Basically, like you're usurping the throne. You don't belong.
yeah, and
So
like
you-
this is the result of it.
Know your place.
Yeah.
Okay.
the result of the ill-advised moves.
Yeah.
So
rightful.
basically, what I'm going to let happen is there's sort of a scene playing out before you, and you see Victana, and she appears to be in a nice manner, a nice estate. You don't know that you've ever been there before, but
Ritana is
the sister. And she appears as you last saw her, a full-grown adult. But you also see Ellery, the brother, and he appears as a child. And Victana is with Ellery, and she's crying. And Ellery's comforting her and basically telling her it's going to be okay. We'll make them pay for what they did to Father. And you also see it's kind of hard to follow because time's not really completely linear right now for her. She's kind of jumping around in her dream. And then you see her standing, there's a half-elf kneeling, kind of in ragged robes, and he's kneeling with his head over an executioner's block, and Ellery looks over to Victana and nods at her, and then she brings down the sword and cuts his head off. And then it's about that time that you appear and choose to make the dream take the form that you wanted. And what were you appearing as?
Wait, so I appear in her dream, and that's what's already happening?
So you essentially kind of saw this stuff happening before you chose to jump in right away. This
Yeah.
is just kind of info that you learned.
Okay.
And then at this point is when you're starting to affect it.
Okay. Well, now I'm thinking that Fox was totally killed her dad. But, I'm gonna... What am I appearing as? I'm just gonna appear as, what I've seen depictions of the god of death look like.
Okay.
What was that?
He's the Veil Lord.
Veil
So
Lord.
he's essentially he's kind of got this veil in front of his face that you can't really see his face, but you know that it's empty and dark beneath that veil.
Yeah, so it's I'm gonna appear as the Veil Lord.
Okay.
And actually, with appearing as the Veil Lord, the image that I'm gonna I'm not just gonna say it's rightful ruler only kind of thing. I'm also gonna say I'm here to claim the false heads.
Nice. Yeah, she appears pretty frightened by that.
Yeah. And so then the whole scene that's
And as she sits at the feet of her brother's mutilated corpse, she says, "First father, now you. You've both left me here alone." And that's pretty much it. And she just kind of weeps. And she'll take some damage too. Nice. 3d6, right?
Ooh, hey, after that.
Yeah, 12.
Okay. Just taking some psychic damage. Nice. And she won't get the benefits of full rest.
Oh, nice. She will feel exhausted.
1 point of exhaustion.
Nice.
You can actually kill someone with green.
Oh, just like every night. If you're successful every night, dude.
Yep.
Oh, let's do it.
You can totally kill someone with green.
Because basically you're just wearing them down with a sickness that visits them every
Yeah,
single
sleep
night.
deprivation.
Yep.
And if you have any of their DNA, they have disadvantage on the save.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna fucking get that. Yeah, fuck yeah. All right,
So
we're gonna fucking get that.
And
it's like a
How much
slow
money do we
torture
have?
death.
you're really,
Can we
really
see
empty
the,
out
can I see
vocabulary
the,
that you get from Ramos.
I believe
I've got approximately 5,800 gold.
that might help. This is gonna be a very expensive task. So I'm gonna read this and do this.
By the way, in case you didn't figure out what Chris wrote at the
Oh, I
bottom,
didn't look at it
he
yet.
signed that with his family name.
Yeah, I saw that.
We used a lot of money to buy things.
Yeah, we split up all of our money and then everyone bought stuff for themselves.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, I think I still have. We're at 1,100. I think that's what goal I have. 1,100.
I spent all my money on
Did I
8,000
figure- did I
gold
get
genuine
money or
requested
did I get
dagger and 2,800
I don't recall. I didn't write it down.
Well, we'll be over this.
All right. So, what do you guys? Can I? I mean, it's pretty intentionally ambiguous, but can I like try and like insight or like understand? She's basically talking about, they took her dad, right? So,
Do you want me to restate what I said after your history check?
yeah.
So you are aware that he was pretty well liked, and he was good friends with Hawkswift, and that one day he was murdered, and according to most sources, it was by a servant. And you do happen to remember the vision of Victana cutting off that half-elf's head. You believe that that could have been the servant in question.
So maybe that's why they hate
Non-humans.
not letting the best non-humans be considered. Instead of non-humans.
All right. Well, we've done our dirties.
Well, I'm gonna go. If this is the night, I'm gonna go rest. Have my full rest for the next day.
Cool.
We can remember.
Yeah, we can take our break.
7:30.
Yeah, absolutely. I got some weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Here we go. We're recording.
All right. So after they do the dream thing, assuming I go back to the temple to rest, in the morning I will begin scrying or sending
Okay.
to Crollo,
Sure.
explaining the situation in 25 words. I'm basically saying in 25 words is that we need you to get Silverkin hair and send to us how much.
Okay, so you hear back heavy red shield presence in the areas beneath the city. Locked down. Sorry. Help? Question mark.
I send another sending saying what?
Prepare.
Is there no price?
Get back. We will try to help, but we need to take care of what's going on down here first.
And then I'll send my last sending. You have a sending summary, right? You said?
Yes, but I don't have a power lines.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe I could have Pat try to get you to help me out with this, so I don't have to use all my spells. Although we're just gonna rest again, so it doesn't really matter. I sent another saying like, if that is the case, prepare for our arrival. Requesting help in this endeavor. Will pay.
You get a K with a period at the end.
K with a period. Not
And
sure,
then
not
after
sure
that,
how to think
after
about
that it says long JK. We appreciate the help. TTYL.
I say COO.
Alright. Medieval instant messenger.
Yeah.
I am.
Nice, MIO. Yeah.
Or Gondolin instant messenger. Tim. So what do you guys plan to do?
Well, we're preparing for. What are we preparing? We're not preparing for that much. We'll probably do an incursion, right?
We're just gonna assassinate it.
I mean, so I tell you guys
Is that
what.
the idea? I feel like that's
Well, so I tell you guys what happened with ascending.
I'm so proud of you guys.
It doesn't sound like Frollo is going to be able to help us get this.
Do they need help?
Did you tell us what he said?
Yeah, I
Okay.
told you exactly what I heard. I don't know if we can help them or not. We can try, but regardless, it sounds like we have to still go to the city. Either way.
Heavy right shield presence.
Yes. I
Under
repeated.
the city?
I don't know. I repeated what you said. Like,
Yeah.
Like in the sewers?
Yes.
like they're basically like under almost an invasion, or like they're on the run. It sounded like.
Yeah, I guess you would get the impression that it wasn't necessarily like directly under attack, but that they weren't really able to do much. Or
It can operate.
their comings and goings sort of being watched.
Or the right shield like occupying the sewer?
I don't think that's it. I just don't think they can operate.
They were
in the wing.
occupying.
We could probably go to the sewers.
You've actually
Still
seen
refuge.
it been flooded.
It didn't sound like there was.
Considering
It
around.
doesn't sound like specifically there were the red cloaks or whatever in the sewers. I think it was more that they couldn't operate in the full capacity and that they can't do this request. But I told him to prepare for us to come, and I requested aid. Were we to come? And he said K with a period. So, not sure what that means, but
Uppercase or lowercase k?
it was,
I don't know how this works. Uppercase.
it was uppercase because of autocorrect.
Oh, okay.
No.
Uppercase case.
Off the griddle. It's on posture. It's like native vegetarian.
Yeah, I definitely gotta go there. So.
It's really good
So what are you guys doing?
So I explained to Sia, said, should we stage an infiltration of Gondolin and the Silverkin to get hair?
Well, you know that the Silver Keep's not in Fondle.
Or not?
Hawk's Rest is the castle in Fondle. That's
That's where you're
Silver
at.
Keep
That's
is the Silverkin's like personal.
Oh, but
Yeah, the Silver Keep is like way north.
are the do we know if the Silverkins are in Gondolin or not? I mean, I assume they
Yeah.
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 You think that they more than likely are?
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant. Infiltrate the Hawkswift castle.
I would know that they were, right? Because I have
For
first
hair.
keep an eye on.
Yeah.
For hair.
I don't think it would be for hair.
For a head. Or just go assassinate.
Well, I mean, if you get the head, you have the hair.
So you're saying
That's
we just
a
go balls out. Don't even bother with this dream thing.
That seems,
And just go kill them?
the hair seems a small benefit for a lot of this.
It's true. It's true. Then again, the hair just makes the dream more able to take effect. It doesn't really.
And
I mean, we don't need it.
the lady in the
Victana.
silver
It makes it
armor.
more powerful.
Victana?
Yeah, really excited to meet her again.
Maybe we should just forget about the hair for the week and have you guys keep doing this dream thing, and then we see what happens from there.
We can do that. We can also do it from any location anywhere, so we don't have to stay here.
Yep. We could do it on the road on the way there.
Yeah.
Well, we don't. We can just teleport.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
My
assuming.
master has a teleportation.
I'm assuming you
Oh, yeah,
explain
we
that.
can
And I can teleport us.
Yeah.
I mean, softly move up, but not the other
That's what I'm doing.
Well, if we teleport in there, we don't have to go against an entire army of the city, just us.
Right.
Grizz, I've seen you fight great foes, but 100 men with crossbows all shooting at you, even you would become a porcupine.
Honestly, if it was 100 guards, you could probably take it. It was like the stat block of the normal guard. You could definitely handle that.
Yeah. Cut up my swords.
So, Sean, can I say that there's like a device that I have that takes a certain number of castings of that spell in order to make it permanent, maybe? Like it's got gems or something, and then we could just have it a number of the spells cast.
What?
It sounds like an artificer or something.
So you know how some of the
You're
spells
saying
say,
you want to fast track the year requirement of having permanent spells.
yeah, and instead make it a number of casting requirement.
Well, it already does have a number requirement. It's 365 times.
Right, but instead of like once a day,
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, we
Oh.
don't have to be here for consecutive.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I'm okay with that because you're not really ever in one spot constantly, and it would get kind of boring if you were.
yeah.
No, yeah, that's fine.
We're just there for a year.
And then I've been spending like a year of solitude somewhere, just like casting all the spells on the same location, and then like, hey, after a year, I have a permanent fortress.
That's like much better suited to a campaign where like you guys are actually keeping track of time.
Yeah.
And things are happening, and it's not a like day by day basis. It's like you have an adventuring day and then you long rest for like a week.
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing right now.
Run your blacksmith shop,
Yeah.
sell your wares, get married.
Anyways, so what are you guys gonna do?
All right, so I think what we should do is we can continue casting green and getting that done. Did Perlo say that they needed help?
I mean, you didn't. I guess there was an implied help, which, like I said, we could help them, but I think we would still require us to be involved with the help.
So we can go to Thondor and help them out,
You send it.
and then I can just cast dreams at night
Oh, so we could do dream in thought. We could do that.
from anywhere.
Okay.
Go back to the island.
I cast sending. And I say, Growler, do you require help? Is there something that we would be able to turn the tide if we were there to help you? And if we help, will you help us?
So he says back to you, Red Shield fakers, kill them or send them away. Yes.
Sounds good, baby. Yes.
Are we going to be there long enough for me to get a response from Dragon?
I don't know how long you're going to be there for.
In Blue Tower? Less than a week.
Well, I think maybe that's a good idea. Let's go to Thonwoods. I for one am anxious to see how the state of things are, but I'm also worried about us traveling in the city.
I do have to warn you ahead of time, though, we're going there. Something happened that you're going to be really unhappy about.
What happened?
That will be.
Doc will be very unhappy about specifically. Do you remember how when we were fleeing the town, the city, we were helped by the church?
Yes.
Well, they certainly paid for it.
I use scrying on my mentor, Everbronze.
Okay.
He would certainly be willing for
Yeah.
me to describe.
You see, or should I say, I'm not really sure how this would work. Do you have dark vision?
Yes. I think, yeah, I have dark vision.
Would that affect scrying things?
I think so.
That's up to your interpretation,
Okay,
really.
so I will say that you see in dim colors and shades of gray, Father Everbronze manacled to a wall like this. You're not really too aware of where he could be, but it does appear that he's imprisoned.
I use scrying on the girl.
On Victana?
On the young girl.
Janelle?
Janelle.
I'm glad that's the person you picked, because I actually like the plan where she would be. She is at your orphanage outside of the city, along with most of the people from the church.
Do I see Jace?
Yes.
Okay.
Certainly do.
At the orphanage.
Yes.
He seems okay.
Yes.
We have to go with Thong. Like, basically during this whole time, you just saw me just like kind of,
Right.
like in my head, just kind of praying, like, and like glowing, my medallion is glowing, and then like I come out like, yeah.
Don't lose control of your temper now, Doc. A lot is going on.
I gotta look at Grits.
Now you know that we have done a lot of killing, but that's not necessarily going to fix things right now. So we need to act with intent, not rage.
Oh, I certainly think that killing is a solution.
One day. We can go tomorrow. Could we go tomorrow?
What do you plan on doing?
We will be careful. I will not blindly run out there. But I want to be there. I want to do something. And we can keep casting Dream while you're there. That's the main goal this week. If we can secretly help Thieves Guild, help us, help the Dream, and possibly I can find out more about what's going on in the church in Everbronze and help them, because I have to do something.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah. Still need to grab.
And I will have a means for us to come back to this tower instantly. If we need to. Actually, to myself.
Yeah.
I've learned recently the ability to cast a word of recall. All of us. It will instantly, as long as you're by me, you teleport back to that time.
So y'all are heading towards Thondolin tomorrow? Is that the idea?
Teleport into your place.
Yeah, into Marvin's travel.
Are you doing that today or tomorrow?
We'll do it tomorrow
Okay.
because I want Doc to have time to let police kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I agreed to tomorrow.
Yeah. Cool. So you're gonna do another dream session tonight?
Yeah.
All right.
I will not be observing this. I will be at my temple and be praying. Actually, I'm gonna pray for divine intervention. I'll tell you. It's to instantly teleport Father across
To safety.
to this temple.
Okay.
That's 100. So that's not good. Wow, but I can't do I roll 100.
Yeah.
You rolled 100, but you needed low,
I
right?
need 11 or lower.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, super bummer.
Yeah. That's my name.
And I get the feeling that your god is preoccupied, possibly.
I understand.
He is on another plane. Like, fight us. So I'm gonna kind of do. Should we do the same dreams as last time?
More or less.
More or less. Do we want to pick the same people?
I kind of want to do the exact same thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing to her.
Okay.
Same thing, except I'm slightly closer. My bow is slightly larger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
it's the same thing. Like, what do they say? Anything differently?
Well, I'm wondering, do you want to say literally the same thing?
Yes.
Same
okay.
place.
And appearing in the same place?
Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to kind of do what happened before with you, where you like see a little bit of what's happening in this dream before you appear. But you see Ellery Silverkin, mainly Ellery Silverkin, and he appears to be writing in a leather-bound tome, and he's young. Looks like he's probably like 12 or 13. And he's writing in this leather-bound tome with a feather quill. And his sister comes in the room, and as she comes in, he kind of quickly shuts the book and looks over his shoulder at her, as if he's not sure who's coming in. He says, "Oh, it's just you." And she says, "I miss Father." And he says, "Yes, me too. You won't get away with what you've done." And then once she leaves the room, he looks back over her shoulder and opens the tome back up and continues writing. And then I'm going to say that you actually appear in the room that he's writing in the tome. And as you come in, he looks over his shoulder at you and he says, "You again. Do you know that I'm writing about you? Can't scare me, Father. What's done is done."
Definitely that images. For sure.
And then for you,
He's very nonchalant about this.
for you, you doing along the same thing you did the day before. Okay, so again, you kind of see a little bit of Victana's dream before coming into it. And again, she's her normal age, but her brother's young, a child. And she's talking to him, and she says, I dreamed about father again last night, except it was a nightmare. He died all over again. Killed the one that did it. I always dream about him. It always plagues me. And Ellery says to her, it'll be okay, sister. It'll make the non-humans pay for what they've done. And then you appear, and she appears terrified again.
Okay. Yeah, see the bridge.
Yeah. And you can roll your damage.
It's the same rules.
Not the same rolls, but yeah. Not like literally the same rules.
13. Cool. Yeah. Alright.
Right on.
I'm looking through spells, man. It's being a wizard with a wand.
That's all good. Trying to find your teleportation circle.
No, I'm trying to pick my spells from when we go into the city.
Okay.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna fill my water bottle.
Quick. Yeah. Alright, so. These spells are picked. Blue City.
We would need to bring money because hopefully we can find diamonds over there.
Why are you gonna resurrect them after you kill them so you can kill them again?
Possibly, but also, if any of us goes down, that'd be nice to have.
I guess I can also cast Gaius on one of them to make them believe that they need to shepherd in Hawkswift.
Wait, what does that do?
It's basically like a command that they have to follow.
Oh shit.
So that's another option. And it lasts 30 days.
Oh wow.
What do you think? Clutch. What spell do you think I should get? Probably get a combat spell.
Fireball? Yeah, that's like fireball.
Get fireball in addition to all of these. Yeah, because I don't have that many combat spells in here. These are all really utility.
And Cleric has fireball now. It's really nice.
So should I
9th
do-
level gas. It's ridiculous.
I guess I could probably make your image to So yeah, I think,
By the way, I did cast Word of Recall in the previous day.
Okay.
It is working. Sanctuary is the temple.
Alright, so I'm ready. I have my spells.
Alright.
Sorry.
Where you're teleporting into Conduin?
Yes, we're teleporting into Marvin's shop, basically.
Okay.
Marvin's base. Residence.
We're able to do that.
Wait, should we make sure we prepare?
Oh, yeah, sure. Does anyone want to do anything before I teleport us?
Early in the morning.
Me.
Chris, how you doing?
Ready for a fight?
Yeah.
Well, we're probably not going to fight right when we want. I hope we're not going to fight right when we
Chris
want.
just
to.
pops in
no,
and starts
I know.
killing Marvin the Traveler.
I
Wait,
rate
no, he's on
order.
my
He
side.
would travel so fast.
You travel right the hell out of here.
He'd be like, ah, nope.
Nope.
Yes.
All right.
So, you think your dream work, Emma? The brother seems to be taking things in track.
Pretty sure the dream works. Pretty sure. So the brother's resisting.
So we talked about his father. He's definitely the brains of the operation as well.
Alright. Well, in that case, maybe turn my focus towards the brother.
Seems to be that his father is haunting him. I can't tell how literal that is.
His father, Jared.
His father, Jaren. Jaren Silverkin.
Of course, that's something I came up with. It's always with a J.
It's always Jaren.
It's always Jared.
Jaren is the name.
Jared,
Jared Maya.
Geraldo.
There was Jared Maya.
And it all started with my stupid ass disguise. Regardless.
So you guys are teleporting into Marvin's place.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got everything. We notified people. We don't need to notify people.
I mean, all people that know now is Pro that we know we're going to know.
Yeah.
And I'll let them know when we get there.
I meant anybody at Gloomwood.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, probably just let your apprentice know, like, hey, move back. Keep everything good. Yeah.
Make sure nobody disturbs us until we show up.
I tell the half orc, like, hey, keep watching the temple. You're doing great. What was his name again?
Clarence.
Clarence, you're doing great, Clarence. Did really good on that battle too. Saw that.
I wasn't there, but thank you.
Oh wait, I thought he was there.
At the battle of
He wasn't there.
the lumber camp, no.
No, at the Gloomwood. I mean, the Gloomwood. He wasn't there.
No.
Oh, never mind. I didn't say that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, all right. But yeah, you've been doing good. Valerian shines upon this land. Valerian brings strong storms to here.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, strong storms.
Strong storms.
Fist bump.
So you guys teleport into Thon,
Okay.
landing in Marvin's place. When you get there, it seems like kind of empty. Not really sure where he is, but it seems like there's not a whole lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Perhaps he's either gone on a journey or he fled or something.
Well, he's the traveler. Doesn't make sense.
But yeah, he's definitely not around right now.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna have my homunculus get a look around our area so that we know what's outside without having to go out there.
Okay.
And
You could also do that with your familiar too.
yeah, I can just set my owl up.
Either way, you'll see the same thing. Windshields in the streets, pretty heavy presence, a lot of patrols, and obviously a lot of non-humans are not around. Mostly humans outside.
Yeah.
Should I try to contact Rolo, see if he'll come meet us?
Sure. Yeah, let's find a key place.
Virtually.
So I sending Rolo, and I ask, we are here. Is there a safe spot for us to meet?
There's a tavern, the Crooked Codpiece, in Richard's Dock. See you there in 2 hours.
Okay, so we gotta go to the Crooked Codpiece, but how do we get there undetected? Do we have any forms of disguise? Could we have retroactively brought a form of disguise?
We have a couple options.
Okay.
I can cast Seeming on us, make us look like humans. And we should be able to move freely.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You would do it with disguise as well, I believe.
I mean, I just have short hair now. All I have to do is take up my hair.
Oh, I
so
guess.
that's pretty.
You definitely stand out for a human.
You're pretty scary looking.
You're
We
a
have weapons.
big dude.
That can cover our weapons too, make us look like just peasants.
Yeah. So we can do that,
I like the
or
idea.
I can cast invisibility and turn almost all of us. Oh no? Yeah, almost all of us.
I think seeming might be good because then we can go when we go to the tavern. We don't have to lift our disguise.
No, I can turn all of us invisible. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So I mean, we could do that. But if we go to the tavern, we still have to reveal ourselves to talk to Crow, or try to find a place that's hidden. Or if we can see me, then we don't have to reveal ourselves. We'll just be like, "Yo, Crow, it's us."
Yeah. We can do that. Sure. Yeah. Let's see different.
It's definitely best to move in human form, but we should probably get in touch with Rollo.
Yeah, I told him we're gonna meet at the Crooks Tavern.
Yeah. All right. So let's use. So is there anyone outside right now, like directly outside of the place that would obviously notice us leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like red shields in the streets, patrolling.
What about, is there like a back door, like a secret exit?
No.
I mean, what would be bad about us leaving the front door? We're just leaving.
Yeah.
I guess that would be
I think if you look like humans, you'll be okay.
It's
fine.
how ordinary humans leaving the
I was
house.
just worried about possibly like 4 humans walking out of a place that is like a famous person's well known. Maybe he's not well known in the town.
Yeah.
He's well known through the magic community.
Yeah.
We just want to help.
Yeah. Or might not know. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. My other options are arcade gate.
Do what?
Arcade gate. It's a level 6 spell, which I'd be using at my 6th slot. Alright, so see me 8 hours. Do we want to do it now?
Yeah, we're gonna be.
First, I'm gonna ritual cast. I don't know if you thought about this yet or not, but I'm on this. So I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic, just to see if you use like arcane lock or anything on the door.
I haven't thought about that.
Or maybe he did,
Well,
but
I don't
he
even know
passed
what
it.
arcane lock is.
It magically locks the door, so you need a password to get
Okay.
through it.
I would imagine that you would probably know the password to it.
Alright, yeah. Alright, so
You're a close friend.
I take my crystal and I do like a full circle around each of you and then around me. And for like 10 minutes, I guess I have to duration. It's an action, so I just do that. And then we all turn into peasants.
I'm shrinking.
You can. I'd probably make you 1 foot shorter since you're so tall.
So you're all looking like peasants.
Looking like peasants.
Like normal city,
You
maybe
get-
normal
is that-
city,
is that what we
city goer, Thondalan city goers, maybe.
How about like working class?
Standard humans.
Yeah, like working class Thondaliners.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called, Thondaliners? Thondalinians?
Oh, I was gonna say
Thunderlights, yeah.
Thondalites?
Fondles.
Thondalies? Thondal? Thondalite? Like Thondalite?
oscillators.
Thundergander.
Thondalinians.
So
We're going to look like
I'm using
regular,
that to count my spell.
Yeah, no, I got you.
We look like regular humans.
Yeah.
We are humans.
Yeah, we are doing.
All right. This should work for us, guys.
All right. Oh man, I haven't been. I don't barely recognize myself. All I usually just see green.
You gotta sound like you
No. No. I can't just do my own half-work voice thing. Hold on. Oh, okay. Here we go, guys.
So
It's
what
sort
y'all
of
little
been
time
unclear.
ago.
What is human?
Okay, Grizz. We're gonna go out.
It's a great day.
We're gonna go out and do this land here.
Please
Try
do
and
this
hold
the
back
whole
your
time.
disgust, guys.
All right.
I want you both to do what you were just doing the whole time. So y'all walking out?
Yeah, we're walking out
to the.
Another beautiful day.
You know the city. We don't need to be there for a little while, so anywhere that we want to go might not be suspicious. How long would it take us to get from Marvin's to?
Big stop.
Yeah.
Probably about an hour of walking.
Okay. So we have an extra hour.
Stick stock on the rock.
Wait,
For
so
the party's on the side.
wait, what do you mean?
We have an extra hour
For
between when we are leaving Marvin's and when we need to meet Furlong.
oh, so we have an hour to take around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can just assume that time has elapsed.
Time has elapsed.
We could accomplish something.
Unless there's something specific you wanted to get done.
Well, I want to go and see what's going on with the Valerian temple.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a tourist attraction.
You guys want to head there real quick?
Yeah.
That's on the way.
It's on the way,
We're
yeah.
tourists now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we're going.
So you walk to, on your way towards your dock, you take a stop, you look at the clock, and it's time to do the hard bop.
What?
What?
And you see the Temple of Malarian, and as you kind of approach it, a couple of guards turn to you and say, "Shame, they shouldn't have tried to harbor those outlaws, or else this wouldn't have happened."
What happened?
What happened? Are you serious? We've been living under a rock, man?
Yeah, I worked really hard for a while. I don't really pay much attention to, I'm a simple man.
Well, I can respect that, but anyone knows of the sacking of the temple.
The what?
The sacking of the temple.
Well, what happened?
The temple was sacked.
Why was it sacked?
My God, man.
He's a very simple
A
man.
couple of outlaws assassinated Lord Hawkswift, and as they escaped the city, they took refuge in the temple, and those scheming, half-human, non-humans in the temple, of course, harbored the fugitives while they made a hasty escape, helped disguise them. And now they're paying for it.
What happened to them?
Well, the head of the temple was arrested, and a lot of people think that he's going to be spending a lot of time in jail.
And what about the other people in the temple? Did they get away?
The roaches, no one cares about them. They'll scurry under some other rock. It means nothing to me.
Yeah, I am silent for a few moments looking.
Yeah, that's terrible. They would be such a those are non-humans.
It's kind of not.
Okay, well, have a wonderful day,
Yeah, you too.
citizens.
Toodles.
Hope you don't run into any of those nasty non-humans.
Oh, look out! There's one back there.
What?
Ah, needed look.
Ah.
Happy day.
Haha. You're a joker.
Can I tell if he actually hates non-humans or if he's just like
You can try.
smart
Ooh, that's good.
inside?
I didn't think to do it.
9.
You're not really sure. You're having a hard time getting a read on him.
Could I insight something else? Where,
Well, because I'm personally invested.
yeah, like is
Being
he
a non-human person.
seemed to have taken joy when he talked about everyone's being arrested and such?
It looked like a nat 2. I'm just kidding, go ahead.
Cool. That's 28.
He looks like
28.
It looked like that he definitely believed they got what they deserved. But at the same time, you get the impression that he truly believes that they harbored people who assassinated Lord Hawkswift.
I am silent as we continue on.
Right. Shall we continue the tavern? I think we can use a drink after that.
I see nothing.
Okay.
As we walk away from those guys, I'm like, have a human day.
He turns over his shoulders like, what did you say to me?
It's like our
Chris is now
robots,
puzzling
totally
whether
other robots.
bears are human or not. He still hasn't quite grasped the whole like reality of that concept.
So you guys make it to the crooked cod piece and see the famous logo.
I've actually never been there. Can you describe it to
You
me?
have been there before.
Has Doc been there?
Yes.
No. It's been a long time. Can you describe it?
That's a bar in the docks that you guys went to a long ass time
Is that
ago.
the one with the fighting pit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not necessarily a fighting pit, but the floor is just lined with sand, and it kind of soaks up any blood that gets on the ground.
I remember now.
And they have all the tables on like the side of the room instead of in the middle, because the bartender was sick of replacing the furniture. So yeah, and you see the famous logo of a naked man standing proud with his hands on his hips, and only a cod is covering his genitalia.
Youch.
This is the place.
That's where he's gonna. I mean, this is where he's gonna meet us.
Yeah, I remember this place. This is where that watermelon first tricked me.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's the other thing that happened. There is a watermelon with like a coat on it.
They were
that
like,
looked
yeah, he's
a
over
person.
there, and it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay.
You guys were trying to figure out what was going on there.
Yeah.
It's like he reached out to his mind and he did nothing. It's like, oh no, they totally got me.
Yes, I remember that.
So as you guys walk in, you see a pretty drunk man, and he bumps into you a little harder than you would expect. And he says, "Oh, sorry, had a little too much to drink. I'm just gonna go sit down over there."
I'm very suspicious.
Yeah, I
Look down now. See, did he do something? Did he pick any pockets?
He did. You can check if you'd like.
Perception?
Yeah.
Make sure he didn't do anything nefarious. It's 16.
Okay. Yeah. You don't think that you saw him take any pockets?
Okay.
can I roll an insight to see like is this guy really drunk or is this an act
And
I've seen?
he didn't get to finish saying what he was going to say.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
And he says, "I'm going to go sit in that corner over there, and it's almost time to have a talk."
Alright, I kind of look at you guys and nod, and let's go. I nod to a different corner for or to the bar for us to get our drinks, and then but I also then I kind of nod to the other guy.
And you get the idea that in Thieves' Cant, this person said, you can understand Thieves' Cant.
No, I cannot.
You don't get the idea that he said anything.
Nope. But can I make an insight check to see
You know
if this
he's
guy really?
I did these games.
Okay, you get the idea that this guy said something along the lines of, "Is that you? I'm going to go sit over there if it's you."
You can reply to this message.
Why?
You
Start-
say something back in Thieves' Cant.
Yes. I'm gonna act like I'm talking about it, so I'm gonna get drinks. Say, it's you.
Okay. Convey that message. And he goes and sits down and he's kind of staring vacantly and occasionally taking a little swig of his drink.
I still
Right.
roll an insight check to see if I could tell if he was actually drunk or not.
Yeah.
28.
You get the impression that he is just barely tipsy.
Not actually that drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just enough to get the gears grinded.
Get the grease grinded?
Get the gears grinded.
Gears grinded.
Alright, let's get a drink, guys.
Well,
So
Chris,
the
it's on me.
Oh
Yeah, the bartender's name is Tiny Tom, I think. If I remember correctly. He's a man who looks like at one point he was pretty jacked, but now he has a fairly large beard belly. But he's still a pretty big man. And he's got a very friendly, warm smile.
Very nice.
He says, "Welcome to the Crooked Codpiece. What can I get for you? Friends?"
I'd like to have your strongest ale, too.
Oh, let me go check what I got.
Thank you. True Hills is a good place to start.
Alright, how about this one? It's this Silverkin Sucker. It's our latest cocktail.
I want an ale. I said that. I want an ale.
Yeah, it's a cocktail.
Yeah, it's a cocked ale.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically an ale, it's a cocktail, but instead of a mixer, it's just ale.
Well, as long as
So
it's
it's,
just
it's
ale.
ale with liquor.
Okay, yeah, sure, okay.
Alright, coming right up. And he pours two of those out real quick. It's like a combination of ale and hard liquor. And 2 ice cubes.
How much?
I will have one as well.
How much
Right
for
up.
everybody?
I'll just have a little ale.
He looks at you guys and said, normally it'd be about a silver a piece, but I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you 2 silvers for the 4 of them. But you're having one too, right? Said.
I'm having a normal ale.
Okay. Well, I'll cut you a deal. 2 silvers for all 4 drinks.
Okay. I put down 3 silvers.
Kind of you, friend.
He takes it and
Is
puts
he
on and
human?
says things. He is human.
Time Tom, you get.
Also racist.
Is he?
Is he?
I roll insight to see if he's racist and he gives a discount because he wasn't human.
Oh.
That's what I was
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That's what I was
I was not thinking that.
I will say that you guys probably remember the last time you met him. He did not seem like he seemed like the opposite of a racist. He seems like a good guy.
Okay. 22.
You remember the last time you met him.
Yeah.
I just knew what you were gonna roll before you rolled. But you would definitely remember the last time.
Sean is a divinity wizard.
Alright, so you guys get your drinks and you go sit in the corner where this mystery man who you don't possibly know who he is sitting.
As we're walking over, I'm like, how do you know it was us?
I've been doing that to everyone that's walked in the door since like the past 15 minutes.
He just heard that.
So you're just like, you've been just going around, kind of
It's
like,
like, fine, wait. That's brilliant.
you've been just going around in like kind of a circle. Just,
I mean, I don't know how else I was gonna know it was you.
Bumping into everyone.
I mean, that's good call. I didn't even say you were going to be, hiding or anything.
Well, I figured you would not come as you normally are. You would probably be pretty stupid. And I take you for pretty smart people.
Yeah.
Is this Crowley that we're talking to, or is this one of the
Yeah, it's
people?
Crowley.
Is he in disguise, or is he the one named Crowley?
He's disguised.
Well, how did we go?
Well, I'm glad you asked. As you know, Big Ton of Silverkin recruited a lot of the ranks of the former Thieves Guild into Red Shields. And they're kind of spending a lot of time down in the sewers, keeping tabs on us and really preventing us from getting any work done if we want to. it's not really feasible to try to just kill them all because there's plenty more where they came from. I think obviously the better idea is to try to stop the Silverkins from assigning any more people to the sewers. And I guess the best way of doing that would be either killing or ousting the Silverkins.
Oh. They're already doing that.
That's what we're here
Nice.
for. But in order to do that, we need, like, it would greatly help if we had the hair in Silverkins.
Okay, yeah, I'll just waltz right into Hawkswift and take a little snippet. No problem.
Your smartassness was not always your best trait, but I respect it.
Well, I always appreciated your determination to see things through with thought.
I mean,
Remember that mouse?
What?
yeah, my mouse was Jerry. Or no, I think his name was Peter.
I don't remember what's funny, but I remember the mouse.
You have mouse.
I mean,
Yes.
I can kind of like low-key talk to animals a little bit. I can just ask them to go into the castle and get some hair off of the brush.
As a part of my background, I have a mouse.
Cool. And it's just a regular mouse with the average intelligence of a mouse.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I need to go into the castle and get some hair?
Barlon, do you think
I mean,
you
you
could do
probably
it? Wait, we have invisibility.
On your
I'm
own.
not gonna stop.
I didn't want to do this.
We have invisibility.
It's been your line through teeth.
No, I did not want to do this.
We have invisibility. You give it to Barlon.
Yeah. I mean, not being a liability like do that.
You just want to kill him. Fun.
Yeah,
And
no,
watch her
not
sleep.
kill her. Best her in combat. Also,
Do we know if there's a trial by combat?
You could roll a history check.
Oh, wait, what?
An advantage for being in this.
You can use your advantage from the French fries.
True, I could use the
French fry advantage.
Inspiration.
Do you mean trial by combat for what? For like
As a law,
Yeah.
oh, there's a law trial by combat.
can we just
Like
challenge?
Game of Thrones style.
Well, if it's a law, then like pretty much have to pull it. Alright, I guess I'll use my inspiration.
Let's do it.
Well, that's twice as good. 17.
That's fun.
Okay, you get the idea that people can settle feuds with a duel, but that's generally more of a like honor system than a like by the law system. So there's not technically any laws saying like you can challenge someone who's done something illegal and that, but you could challenge someone to a duel, and people may like look down upon that person if they don't accept it as a coward.
So there's no law that says like, oh, like the result of this combat determines whether we're guilty or not.
Yeah.
No law like that.
No, there's no law like that.
What's that thing?
Barlon, if you're feeling up to the task, I will not stop you. But you'll be on your own.
I'm aware.
None of us could really sneak into that effectively.
By the way, I do have these incriminating documents.
Oh, the Silverkins?
Yes.
Oh, we got that.
We do
Yes.
have incriminating documents.
Oh, what
From
did they say
like
on that?
session 3.
No, that was from
Yeah,
the
from the islands.
from Yepros. Or not Yepros.
When I said that,
Sorry.
It was
yeah,
for-
no, that was
It was for assassination
yeah,
of Prince,
yes.
Yeah, the
Yes.
the order to assassinate from the Silverkins.
signed by Silverkin. Right?
I had it written down
I
somewhere.
have it written down
I totally forgot about that.
I think we should look
Yeah.
at the exact words because I can't exactly remember.
somewhere. I just wrote it down.
I do remember it was something like it was like definitely
It was
incriminating.
somehow incriminating.
It was definitely incriminating.
Let's see if I can.
You really need to sneak in to the damn castle.
Can I roll an insight check to see if Barlon really wants to go into that castle?
You can.
Alright, guys.
Barlin does not want to go into the castle, but if you guys are set on this area.
I wanted to see if I could see in your
I think
eyes
it's
if you
probably
were
the best.
afraid or if you were excited. That's what I was looking at. As Barlin.
Resigned to his
Resigned.
fate.
Barlin, I don't want you to actually go into the castle if we can help it. That would be a last case scenario. All for a piece of hair too.
Merlin, do you have any tips?
Don't die.
That is
Also,
just a tip, for sure.
also, if you want to find a way into the castle, I think I can help you out with that.
You know, we can help us.
Yeah,
That would be very useful.
I was thinking I could climb.
climbing's a possibility. Of course, there's a lot of people there that might see you. No one will see my way. Well, at least no humans will see my way.
I mean, we could do also. Find a place to sneak in and just fucking kill them.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we just find them together and just murder them.
If I go in, I can get some air. If we go in,
All invisible.
we can just murder them. What would that do?
That's
Well-
true. We do need to turn the people against them.
If we go in, I can cast Gaius on one of them as they sleep, or both of them. So we have a couple minutes, and if they're sleeping, it's less likely that we'll wake them up. I can just use Gaius and have them assist the return of the prince. And then
Holy
we
shit.
can continue to use Dream.
Holy shit. That works, and we could take the castle back without lifting a finger.
So that's definitely more.
I mean, it does probably require.
It's going to be a lot of work on my
gestures.
part. Yeah.
Will be a few fingers lifted.
But I mean, like, we won't have to fight, so I
It's true. We'll have to fight.
Well, yeah, if you guys don't want to do it that way, you can also go in through the way that will take you through Dead Man's Mire. Might have to deal with some stuff there, but there is a direct path that leads into the castle.
wait, what? Explain this.
It's an escape route.
There's tunnels leading from a sewer grate in the castle that go beneath the city out to Dead Man's Mire, but they're not connected to any of the other tunnels.
What's dangerous there?
Dragon.
Dead Man's Mire is, as you know, where a lot of stuff's been going down lately.
Oh, the black dragons in the drow.
Mhm.
Oh shit. Oh, there might be some fighting for you after all.
Is that your way in?
That's the most direct route that I know of that won't be controlled by red shields. I don't think the Silverkins even know about it.
So,
That might be the best way.
Once we get all back.
I could use pass wall to get us in, but I don't know the layout of the castle well enough to really.
Sounds like we need to be invisible. Go in through the front or the side. Or above.
but if we go through Dead Man's Mire, you can do Dream as we venture. I don't know how long is the trek through Dead Man's Mire?
Well, you'd have to spend a few hours getting there from here.
Okay.
But from there, then it would be about another 2 hours. So in total, it'll probably be 4 or 5 hours.
And then we probably have to fight or deal with whatever issues in there to get through.
Probably.
I think that once we get all of our pieces in position, we need to move them all at the same time. When we make our move on Silverkin, we need to bring the Lord Supreme here at the time.
Maybe
We need an army back.
what we can do. So if the dream fails, we can take this time. First off, notify the prince about the notes, the incriminating evidence. And then at the end of a week, we can grade fails and we need to go in there, or maybe on the last day before, see if we can well. Then you can do
straight on
Geos.
time is right.
Because then Amon, you can do Geos. And so if we go the day before the week, we tell the prince about it. If it doesn't work the day at the end of the week, Geos doesn't work. The prince, maybe with the incriminating evidence, will like make an attack on Gondolin with his allies. And then we go through the tunnel.
Striking to take out the Silverkin is one thing. Securing power afterwards.
We can see.
You need to make a show of legitimacy.
I think going through the back and using chaos to try and convince them to basically, or to force them to facilitate the return of the prince to the throne.
Yeah.
I think that's probably that's like the safest method.
And if we do that before the prince marches to the city, if it works, then they'll just welcome him in.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the prince can present the incriminating evidence.
Yeah.
Okay. So we should go through Dead Man's Mire.
I think so. It's probably the safest way.
I think we should
Well-
execute the best plan we can. Be prepared for the worst to happen.
We still have a few days before the prince needs to come up here, so.
It's true. Grollo, can you get supplies for us these days?
What kind of supplies do you need?
I need diamonds.
Diamonds?
Lots of diamonds. I have money.
You know diamonds aren't cheap, Fog.
I have money.
How much money?
Enough. For a couple thousand.
Look, you know that I would give them to you for free, but I gotta grease some palms, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. So you're saying you want a little on top. Okay. You can give me $600, 600 gold pieces worth of diamonds. I'll give you 100 gold pieces.
Sounds like a fair deal to me.
Alright. Don't you guys see anything?
What about oil?
Oil? Are we talking like a flask of oil or a keg of oil?
A couple things of oil.
A couple kegs of oil?
I've got all those most supplies.
I know a guy who could probably find that out for you. It won't be cheap though.
Revenue. Bag of holding. Got the price.
Bag of holding. Go sell it for okay.
You want another bag of holding?
He's always wanted his own
if,
bag.
if you must know, I want to fill a bag of holding with oil.
What Haney happens at?
Filled it with oil?
Yes. Set a massive fire if necessary.
Wow.
The pyro here. What about a handy haversack?
Prepare for the worst. Do you have one?
No. But I mean, what about? It's cheaper, right?
Do you have a sack?
Look, I can look into the bag of holding for you, but I can't promise anything.
Do you know if you can pour oil out of a haversack?
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
Oh, is it different in function if we did that?
Well, no.
Legitimate Varlin does not know.
They function as well.
I can look into the bag of holding for you, and by look into, I mean acquire one for you by completely legal means, and not from stealing. But it might take some time.
Focus on getting a few flasks of oil.
Not a few kegs,
8 kegs.
8 kegs of oil.
Or flasks.
And you got some coin up front.
Of course. What do you got?
A keg of oil. I'm gonna say at least 1,500 gold.
Deal.
Does got that much?
Don't blink. Yes. I gave it 1,500.
Alright, nice doing business with this.
Carlos just hustling. But I'm good.
Yeah, I gave him 700 gold pieces.
Cool.
Actually, do you have any? Do you have access to any scrolls? Any spell scrolls?
Oh, fuck with that kind of shit. What are you looking for?
Water walking.
Water walking? I'll look around, see what I can do.
Right.
How much you got? What level is water walking?
It's like level 2, 1 or 2. It's not really that high level.
I think it's
It might be 3. It's 2 or 3.
Well, it's a spell you get as a druid, a water druid.
300 gold pieces.
So it's not.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll take a look. And now that you mention it, there is
Oh, it's 3rd level.
one wizard in Conklin that I know about. Maybe I could take a look around this house.
Let's just stick.
I don't need to know that.
But yeah, what's your mentor just happened?
Just be careful if it's marked. It's okay.
What? Where'd you hear that?
He's famous, right?
Yeah, he's famous. I hear he has some defenses in place that we should probably.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Okay. Good.
Plus, I'm just gonna send one of the interns.
Yeah.
Just gonna die. Alright. I think that's it. I think we're okay.
Does he need anything?
Corolla says, like, if you're ready to head out, I can probably get you that stuff by tomorrow morning. If you're able to wait. If not, I'll have it waiting for you in the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
I would like to have them done before we go into danger.
Tomorrow morning. Okay. Yeah, that gives me time to prepare the specific spells. I have some, but that tomorrow really is dangerous when I get some of those spells.
Did we, out of character, like, did we retcon, did we, like, tell the prince about, well, the prince knows about the incriminating evidence that we have, right?
yes.
Did we, like, give it to him, or?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I could do a sending to the prince to tell him about, like, kind of our plan.
We said we need to get in touch with the Hawkswifts. They need to be ready to return at a couple of days.
But yeah, we can go back, we can return back to, we could go back to Lutar now if we want.
No, I mean we need to bring the Hawkswifts
Oh,
restore them to the right.
yes. But they will be he will be marching to the gates, right? Like, the prince.
Oh yeah, yeah, they come here.
I mean, is that what we were thinking, or we're gonna teleport him in? I mean, I think they should march to the gates because then they like make a show of force. And if the chaos works, then I mean, then they'll just let him right in.
How long is your spell last, by the way?
Which one?
The seating or whatever?
8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably would do just a couple hours on that. Yeah, I don't know. That's my thought. What do you guys think?
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Are you gonna meet me down in the Thieves Guild?
Is that where you want us to meet you before?
That's where I'm gonna bring your stuff.
Is there a safe entrance?
Relatively,
I mean,
you might have to knock a few heads to get in.
a few guard heads.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I mean, we can do that.
I mean, that's how I've been getting in and out.
Shit.
You think
You either gotta knock a few heads or not be seen.
and we could try to? We actually have the means to not be seen.
Well, if you want to sleep there tonight, that's an option.
Oh,
You got-
safe down.
You got a safe place for you if you need it.
I think we should do that.
Sounds great.
I'll just have sleep.
Oh yeah, you could do that too at the guards.
Yeah. So let's go back to Mark. Stay there for the night.
Oh wait, no. When we we were
Not
just gonna stay in
the
guards.
Thieves Guild.
Oh, is that where we're staying?
We could.
He's offering to basically show you guys how to get to the Thieves Guild. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't
Okay.
know the best way because the sewers can be pretty much a labyrinth.
Yeah, we'll go then.
Unless you need something at Marvin's. You get to that quickly.
At Marvin's?
You can sleep at either place, it just might be easier for you. Like, you'd probably have to navigate on your own if you go to please go tomorrow without.
I don't know. Can you do water walking?
That'll be good. It's level 3.
Oh, I can. I told you already. I'm gonna look.
Oh wait,
into it.
sorry. I can do water walking.
I'm gonna come through.
Okay. Don't worry about it. It seems we have that covered.
You can do water walking.
Yeah, I can. I just have to prepare for tomorrow. Yeah, just have to prepare.
All right. Not a good idea.
Things ahead.
Yeah. So, thanks. We'll go with you right now.
Well, there's your gold back.
Thanks.
So yeah, he takes you down into the sewers, and to you guys, it almost kind of seems like you're going in circles, but he definitely appears to know where he's going. And there's a few times where he holds up a hand and signals for you guys to stop and kind of wait in the shadows as the guard patrol walks by. But for the most part, you get there unmolested.
Nice.
Good.
Did it. Thank you.
What's that?
I'm a fan of being molested.
I don't think most people are.
So, I guess before the end of the night, with like several sending spells, we can kind of try to explain to the prince what we're doing, and should we tell him that gather your allies and forces, and on the last day, be prepared to march to the city?
We can tell them that.
Should we commit to that?
So what are we doing?
We're gonna try to infiltrate the castle under Gios.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys just need to get me into the castle.
So we're making our move tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is the third week. We've had, how many days have we had since the week began? Been 2 days?
2 nights.
2 nights? So we have 6 nights total.
Are we waiting for them to come?
Well,
Why? What's this week? Why are we waiting a week?
oh, because the prince gave us a week to do dream and all that stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Should we, I guess we could tell them to come earlier, but what if Gios doesn't work?
I mean, yeah, we need to strike when the moment's right.
If Gios doesn't work, then we can just go back to the dream. And again, if we're in a position to do Gios, then we might be good to fight also. Because you have to be close to them to do it.
50 days?
Yeah, right?
60 feet.
I feel like once we go in there, we're not leaving.
Just have to be able to see them. Because it's a whole minute to cast it.
I don't know, what do you guys think?
About what?
So, I'm just trying to think
Seems
of
like if you wanted to use Gias, you'd almost have to subdue them first.
Oh, I plan on going in while I'm sleeping.
Or that.
yeah, I mean,
Basically, you wouldn't be able to cast Gias if you were in active combat with them, because they take so many attacks.
Yeah, that's definitely like a non-combative spell.
I'm just trying to in my head get so yeah, are we basically preparing to, because we don't know, it could take us a whole day to get through the cave to get to the castle and rest at a place we can rest, and then the next day go. So that would be a total of 4 nights out of 6, and then we wait till the 5th night. Do Gios when I'm sleeping, and they have a day and then a night.
Yes, lasts for 30 days. I'd rather have them trying to bring the prince back before the last day when the prince arrives.
That way they can prepare to just invite them in.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to do.
Yeah. And if that fails, what's our fallback?
That's my question.
If
Cut our way out.
I can recast it,
If it fails and we're caught,
and we're caught. The way
should
out,
we? So I can word of recall us instantly out if we need to.
and then I can get us back in the
But if we fail, the only problem is if we fail, then they know about. They know what we're trying to fuck around with.
If
Well,
we fail, then we fail.
while we're there, we'll if I make you guys invisible while I'm casting the spell, then it'll just look like me.
Okay, and then we can teleport out of there.
And I can disguise myself to look like someone else.
Make us invisible while we cast the spell.
Yeah, like I'll use disguise self, and I'll use invisibility on you guys, and then I'll cast a spell. And that way, if they catch me, it's just me and not really me, and not you guys, and they can figure this out, and it looks like I understand.
Just out of character, you wouldn't be able to do that by the rules, so we lose your concentration when you start casting PS.
Why? It's not concentration.
Because when you
it's
cast
just casting.
when you cast a spell that takes longer than one action.
Then just wear a mask.
You can concentrate here.
Okay.
Let's get a mask. That way you're hidden. Your feet, everything about you, like a big cloak and a mask. That way everything about you is hidden.
Are you saying I couldn't hide you
Oh, invisibility because Gios is in the concentration as well.
guys? I could hide you guys in an image though. And all this thing. Create major image.
Oh, like to block us.
Yeah.
So it'd be like
Make an illusion so that they think we're.
It's like here's the illusion, and then we would be like we would have us like surrounding me, Gios, and then you are like right here, and your mask in disguise, casting.
I would be an image.
Be an image, okay, so it's there. And then if we're caught, they actually won't even see us. And we just, yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Work.
Yeah.
That might work.
It's a good thing this is all being recorded.
Yeah. But I think that's a good plan.
Because we won't do that.
Yeah. But that's a good plan. And Chris will be fighting.
Chris is waiting for a fight.
So
And I'm looking at Grace as I say that. I just want us all to be on the same page.
Yeah.
That we are going into this game. We need to be prepared to end this one way or another. We can't assume this might work. And we only get one shot at this.
That's true. That's what I mean. If we get caught, we either commit to killing them, which actually we could do that too, and then vamp out of there anyway.
yeah,
That would give you a good reputation.
I mean, they won't know who killed them if they're alone. Sorry, go ahead.
how long does it take to cast more experience Friday thing?
I mean, that might be a good idea. What do you guys think about that? Like, if we're caught, but they're alone, we try to kill them, and then we can vamp out. All of us against them, if they're alone, I think now we stand a chance. Or we try to kill them.
I think we should be prepared to restore the Hawkswift the power that kicks in that we need the Silverkins. That's what we need to be prepared for.
Right.
Then we need to be prepared to make them.
So, should we maybe see if Hawkswift can prepare to march at a day's notice? If she hits the fan, we have to kill them. 2, we will tell Hawkswift immediately, go. They are dead. You must make your move now.
So we're going now.
No, we'll go tomorrow, right?
Right, but we're going to Thieves Cove.
You're at the Thieves
We
Guild.
made it.
Oh, we made it.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
You're right.
We
We threw.
Like we did the Batman thing.
Yeah. So, are you guys ready to head out?
Yeah. Sorry.
Do you want to do Dream again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we still haven't had a night.
All right. Roll for them. Okay.
So we've had 3 nights. Sorry. 3 nights.
And are you doing the same deal as always?
I think it's been working.
I think so.
far.
I think
Or
we
should
say
we-
yeah. I don't want to do something different and like take it wrong. I want to be like, well, the storm's coming, but I don't want to do that. So I'm probably doing the same thing.
Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
Same people.
If I'm a little closer and the bow's a little bigger.
Okay, so
Can there be a
This-
bear there as well?
can there be what?
A bear?
Sure, you want
If
to
that's
sit
where
there?
you
Yeah.
want to be in there.
Right,
It's like a terrifying bear. It's
Yeah.
like bearing down on them.
Bearing
Ferocious.
down. Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Speaking of wow, no, we'll get into that
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
later. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, dude.
Murder a duck?
That is recorded.
Oh yeah.
Like, right
it's a
to the
good
mic.
thing I cannot record smell.
God damn
I'm
it.
so sorry.
Wait, are we gonna be able to make it to? We're gonna be able to make it to the cave and possibly through the cave in a day, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Indeed.
Then I would
Really
bear
sorry.
a hero's feast
My
first.
eyes are burning.
That was banned in the Geneva Convention.
Here's feast. We can do that.
Yes, I am preparing a hero's feast.
We're about to do
For
some
breakfast.
We're about to do some.
Well, no, it's 24 hours. If it just takes us a day, or we could do it for breakfast. But
For breakfast.
But
Oh,
honestly,
so
it's 26
the dream, we didn't get to the dream yet. The dream's happening.
Dreams happen.
So you appear in Ori's dream this time, and this time he appears a little more shook than he has the last 2 times, and he says, "Father, why won't you let the past be the past? Why won't you stop coming back to see me?" And you will take some damage.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to roll it?
Oh yes. What's the damage?
3d6.
Next. 11.
Cool.
That's 6.
And this time, as you appear in Victana's dream, she seems not scared.
Okay.
And
This time there's a bear there.
this time there's a bear there.
It's
She's
eating her brother's corpse.
eating her brother's corpse.
While his head is still on the spike. Like everything else is the same, but there's a bear eating.
Yeah. Well, either way, she does not appear frightened as she did the past 2 times.
She's saying,
She what was the form you appeared in?
the god of death,
God death. And she
Veiled
says,
veiled lord.
"I know you haven't come to take me yet. It's not my time. You can't scare me here.
I say soon enough.
We'll see."
Alright, so that yeah, you're talking about a hero's feast?
Yeah, so it does take a spell slot to do, but it does last for 24 hours. So
24 hours.
yes.
So if we're in, it'll help us for tomorrow.
All tomorrow. Yeah. I have 2 left.
But then if we're like at night, like going to the Silverkins, if everything goes well, we won't really need it for the Silverkins. But if things don't go well, we will need it for the Silverkins. We won't have it.
Well, I have 2 goblins, so I can do 2 uses. So I can do it tonight,
Okay.
and then I can do it the night before. So
Sure, yeah, we can do
as long as I don't use a 6-level spell slot.
that. As a favor, Krolo should definitely give you one
They are
What?
1,000 gold.
One
Oh
of
yeah,
what?
if we do.
of those.
complete
We're
these
doing
tasks.
them a favor. Like,
Yeah.
so.
Hey, Krollo, I have a question to ask you. As a part of our mutual, relationship, we're really going to be doing a lot of work here with the this, helping you out with Silverkins.
What do you want?
Can you secure at least one of these goblets for us? Maybe even a little more.
You hand him the goblet and he takes a look at it and says, "There's nothing too special about this. I think I could do that."
It's worth 1,000 gold pieces. And then also, anything else that may help us too, we will be sure to, talk with Prince Hawkswift, who will take power about the Thieves Guild. Or maybe not the Thieves Guild, but, letting you guys operate your own way.
Right. Well, I believe having the ear of the prince wouldn't be a bad thing for us, and we help him out, he helps us out, everyone's happy. Maybe we could have a mutual relationship like we did with his dad.
Yes. I don't agree with everything that you guys do, but I do know that there are benefits for society.
Yeah, we keep the peace.
And when there is rebellion, Thieves Guild is usually the first to help the underground.
That's right. You look after our own. Alright, so in the morning,
The Heroes Feast. Oh wait, hold on. You guys need help.
he comes back to you with the things that you requested. And he looks at you and he says, "I know you didn't want it anymore, but I did manage to find this." And it's a scroll of water walking, but it looks like it's slightly smudged in a few places.
Okay.
Like, if you want to buy it, you can.
Well, it's not
I'll give you a
great
discount.
shape.
Give you a discount.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
I suppose that's not too bad. Gonna inspect the scroll and see if it's too much to.
You think it would still work.
Yeah.
You can roll an Arcana check to see if you think that.
Everybody gets 5 health added to their max.
Ooh.
28.
And then make sure.
Yeah, you think that it's not completely damaged to the point where it wouldn't work.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
In turn, got his drink on it. An idiot.
What?
He's a fucking idiot.
Who?
The intern spilled his drink on it a little bit. On the
Oh.
scroll.
Have you punished him yet? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's not my job. They don't pay me enough to do that.
On one, you get 5 points added to your hit point max. And you all have the benefits of a Heroes Feast for the day.
Alright. And y'all ready to head out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got my dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he says to you, well, he's got the oil, and he also says, "This wasn't easy to come by, but I got what you asked for. I don't think you had paid me ahead of time for the bag."
Hey, can you also
talk?
prepare silence?
The bag.
Yeah.
Me?
Did you get the oil?
He got the oil.
Got the oil.
Thanks, dude.
For the bag?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sure. Is that gonna be useful?
2,500.
You think?
2,500. I think you're 5,000. 3,000?
Yeah.
Alright.
we say
Yeah,
that at the
probably
same time.
really useful for.
Sounds like a fair deal.
We'll try to. Well,
Or
more
you
with
would be
the other.
able to-
They have to be able to hear me and
Yeah.
absolutely speak.
So it's what I have a bag
But
of holding.
getting their
Yeah.
ears
And a keg of oil.
Egg. Oil.
A keg's worth of oil inside of the If shit really goes down, you get a backup plan. It's gonna light everything on fire.
Yes.
Maybe kill yourself in the process.
Yeah, that's exactly. You need to be prepared for it.
That's silly.
Alright, so you guys are ready to head into the tunnels?
Yeah, dude. Are we Do we have to? We come across anything in the swamp, or?
Well, I mean, that's
Well, the
are we-
tunnels
are we
that go
entering?
towards the swamp.
Oh, are we going towards the swamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
It's a tunnel to the swamp.
I'm
It goes through the swamp. There's like an exit to the swamp, but then it goes back down into more tunnels.
Okay.
Like you're gonna have to walk through the swamp a bit.
Okay.
Also, out of game, how comfortable are you guys with time?
About 9:30.
I don't think we have time for a combat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Definitely not a challenging combat.
Yeah. Should we call it there?
I don't mind the cliffhanger.
You don't mind
I'm
what?
happy to be yours again.
You don't mind what?
I don't mind the cliffhanger.
Oh yeah.
Combat cliffhanger.
Just start right when we.
The cla- the
or
class-
Yeah, we
entry.
could also like start end with right when combat starts.
Yep.
Yeah, let's
You guys want to do
let's
that?
go.
Great,
Let's
great.
start going
Great.
into this.
Yeah, great thing to be
tunnel.
sparing.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys are walking through these tunnels for what seems like a long time, and you don't really have any indication of what time of day it is because it's dark out. And eventually you start to smell this stench, this kind of acrid smell, and it gets stronger and stronger the further up the tunnel you go, until
Oh my god.
Do we hear that?
eventually you exit
Massacre.
upon some swampy marshlands, and it seems eerily quiet, and it's kind of foggy and gloomy. And yeah, you're
I'm at home.
kind of trucking through the mud and the bogs and stuff, and yeah, it's kind of making that sound as you walk. And there is a clear path, but it's not a very well-made path. So you're just kind of going through the muck and mire, and as you're doing so, you definitely get the feeling that you're being watched.
Do I see anything?
Yeah,
You
because
can roll perception.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
I don't think you detect anything. 29.
Wow.
You look up and you see some cloudy sky, and then you look around you.
17.
You see lots of trees and the swamp, but you also see that there are some mean-looking dragon folk of the black variety, black scales, and they do appear to have weapons, and they don't look happy. Yeah.
Do we see anything with the 20 and 17?
Yeah, you see the same.
Yeah. So we got company.
And they almost kind of were swimming in the swampy area and coming out of the water. So that's why you didn't really see them until they were up closer.
They're coming at us.
They've definitely noticed you, and they are not sure whether you're friend or foe yet.
Level 6 sleep. No.
You can definitely do that. I don't think
It really depends on how many there are. I feel like.
Yeah. You see at least
Definitely not.
4 around you. Not all in the same spot, but kind of approaching different directions.
So they definitely see us. So
They're kind of making a perimeter around you and approaching warily.
Should we try diplomacy? Or this group's just
I'm
loud.
not a wizard of
Group's loud.
Do
diplomacy.
any of you speak Draconic?
I don't.
Wait, you learn Draconic?
That is a good question. Did you learn Draconic?
I asked you about that at some point. I don't think I was.
I feel like the with your time in the Orcish, they might have maybe taught you a few phrases because they work together with the
I mean, I
Frozen
know
Foot clan,
Rainbows.
or the White Dragonborn clan, whatever it was.
I think you might know it.
Probably know a few phrases.
Oh god, that's probably just enough to be
Like this
horribly
one.
interpreted.
For example.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what you hear, at least to your best knowledge, is are you lover or are you hater?
Are you lover or dancer?
Do you get the idea that it's a slightly different dialect than what you're used to?
That's fair.
What up?
What's up, dude?
I'd say ham lover.
They say what? Ham lover? They don't say that.
Also true.
And they kind of look at you and look at each other, and they're still all kind of holding their weapons. And they say, if you mean no harm, lower weapons.
Do you not have any of my weapons?
Yeah, I haven't, like, I just kind of held my weapon, like, so I'm just like that.
Where are we right now?
In the swamp.
In the swamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. So do you relay that message to him?
Are we walking on water?
Are we? I mean, are we
We're
walking?
walking in like
Did you cast
watery mud.
Is it difficult
The
terrain?
watery one.
Is it like
It would be definitely difficult terrain, but it's not because it's water, it's because it's muddy.
I mean, I think water walk.
Would it allow you to walk on top of mud?
I think it does.
I think it lets you walk on
Anything that has any sort of liquid, and mud is liquid.
any liquid surface. It's in mud.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in water walk, is it on everybody? Or just one person?
It's like
Up to 10 million creatures? Yeah. How many cast water walk again?
Okay. Yeah, you can do
How long does
that.
it last for? It lasts for an hour.
Do you want to have retroactively done that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if it was difficult to I would have been like, alright,
Yeah.
fuck this.
Cool.
I do that.
And they're kind of, you notice that they're looking at you, and like looking at your bow, and they got their hands like tightly on their weapons.
Did you relay what they said?
Did you relay what they said?
Okay. I'll put my bow away.
I mean, to the best of my ability.
I said, don't worry, I can always draw it quicker.
And they basically say to you like, meet Queen, she decide if you love her or hate her.
Meet Queen.
Okay. Meet Queen.
Well, I guess there's no other way for us to pass through
We are
here.
now at the mercy of the
Wait.
diplomacy of this guy.
What is
shit.
this one that's the one that's talking to us?
Who's
What's he wearing?
Draconic phrases?
He's wearing dragon
Maybe the
scale
queen will
armor,
actually speak common.
Okay.
We can
Uh,
only
which is
pray.
not the same as scale armor.
Okay. If we've been talking to him, like
It looks
for-
like his armor is made out of discarded dragon scales. That
if we can talk, we've been talking to him for a minute. Can I use my know your enemy feature? to
you
compare-
don't know what he's saying.
What's that?
You don't know what he's saying. Do you need to know what he's saying?
No. This is just
Okay.
if you observe someone. For
Yeah.
Yeah. So compare his AC to mine. My AC is 17.
His is higher.
High.
Take the fire. Or the
Could be a tough.
And you also get the idea that this
Because
is
I
armor
said
that you've never seen
the guy
before,
who's
and that it would
pretty fanatic.
be pretty. That it looks like it's
You're already
flexible,
different
but
with
much
this.
sturdier than most armor that would be that way. So it doesn't quite look like heavy armor to you. It looks like medium armor that is very durable.
I think it's probably smart for us to maybe take this route instead of just trying to fight these guys, push ourselves through.
Would you mean no harm?
You know, we just want to pass through. It's the real fight.
I'll do Queen.
Alright, I forgot what her name was. Maybe we should end right with you guys being led into kind of the center of the swamp, and you see a large
I'm like-
pile of bones.
Oh,
And
that's not good.
you see
I'm sure we can say-
they're not necessarily humanoid bones, but you know, dragons gotta eat. And
So you guys know who the dragon is, right? Or who the
It's the
queen
black,
is.
it's the black dragon that we heard about.
yeah,
But
I wish I could remember her name off the top of my head.
Well,
But
I don't-
either
I
way,
don't
yeah,
know.
she's kind of like chewing on the corpse of an ox right now.
oh, do we see her?
Yeah, and she kind of like looks up for a second and looks back down and keeps eating. And Gadget is kind of standing there uncomfortably as she finishes her meal.
It's like a tribal kind of area that they live in. Like, they have like little mud huts.
Yeah.
Little mud
Definitely,
houses.
definitely looks like they are a tribe. You get the idea that what you see around you has not been around for a long time. So you get the idea that they kind of recently just moved in here.
Okay.
And yeah, with that she says, "Ooh, comes through my swamp."
Common.
Stating common.
Yeah.
Oh.
Want to be the lead on this?
Yeah, I've never been reading before.
I make myself a joke.
All right.
You deal with the dots.
So we do.
We are just some humble adventurers passing through. This, I can tell that your residency is, well, it's recent. Yeah, established, but recent but established.
Re-established.
Yeah, it was reestablished. That's what I said.
As you're standing there stuttering, she like hops down and flies right on the ground next to you and like gets on all fours and is like sniffing you. She says, "You look like you have a lot of meat on your bones."
Yeah, a lot of meat that we've used to dispatch foes bigger than you.
That sounds like a threat.
Does it need
You're a
to
bull.
Now, Doc. No need to have all that.
be?
Far in the dark side.
So,
Up the road. We're just looking to pass
Got
through.
that.
It's not safe for fun.
Just looking to pass through my swamp. And what do I get out of this?
The humble group of adventurers trying to do a good deed.
And a favor from us.
Secure the
Good
safety.
deed.
Secure the safety of our home.
You wander around killing others and call it a good deed. I call it survival.
We
It's
are.
no matter what you call it.
You've reestablished your place here. We're looking to reestablish the rightful rule of law. All should be in proper order.
And where exactly are you looking to reestablish your rightful
These cities.
Which city?
Good one.
If you help us, maybe that you will not be bothered in your reestablished home.
The ones trying to claim power are only friendly humans.
You mean to tell me that the others are friends of dragons?
I think not. They would be more amenable to the ones that you found here.
And how would they be? What would I gain from this relationship?
Security. Isn't that what
I
we're all
don't
looking
fear
for?
the humans. I don't need security.
We are not good enemies to make.
That sounds like a threat.
It's not a threat. It's just a fact. You're not a good enemy to make either.
I can respect that.
No blood needs to be shed today. Not any of ours. At least.
You can tell that she's kind of like sizing you guys up.
Have you
Well, if we've been talking to her for a minute, I would like to size her up as well and compare her AC to mine, 17.
You know that hers is greater.
to death?
I will ask her, implore her even. I will walk up and I will go down on one knee and I will say, in the name of the great dragon Kramos, please allow us to pass. We have business on the other side of the swamp that affects mortal kind and dragon alike.
As you say that, as she hears the name Kramos, you see she like stands up
Cool.
all the way like as tall as possible. And she says,
Well,
"You dare mention him in my swamp?"
I look up and look her straight in the eye.
It doesn't say a word.
No.
Have you?
Who are you?
I say, Grizz, Dragon Reaver of the Frostfoot.
Dragon Reaver. How did you come by this name?
Slaying Ebrock in combat.
Ha! You slayed Ebrock?
I, at this point, pull out my sword and call on the soul of Ebrock to surround myself with
Yeah.
poison and channel his soul through my sword.
Do you still have his head?
Is it in the bag?
Okay,
Does it fit in the bag?
Pull that out of the bag of holding.
Holy shit!
wait.
No, and I'll boast. I'll say, not only do I have his head in my person, I have his soul within my sword.
That is most impressive, and perhaps you've done me a greater favor than I even knew. Perhaps we have more to talk about on next week's episode.
Hey.